Can you confirm with News Nation that you're running for president?
Boy, that would be a nice confirmation. There'd be a lot of people that would be very upset about that. But I think you're going to be very happy. I think people are going to be very happy at what I do. I was going to do something last night, actually, that would have made the place really happy. And so we're doing it a few days later. And I think people are going to be very happy, very impressed.
To your predecessor, who is about to launch another campaign. So how do you reassure them, if that is the reason for their questioning, that the former president will not return, or that his political movement, which is still very strong, will not once again take power in the United States?
Well, we just have to demonstrate that he will not take power.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
There's breaking news out of Palm Beach, Florida. Former President Trump says his Mar-a-Lago home there is being raided by the FBI.
For the first time ever, a former president of the United States has been indicted.
Former President Donald Trump indicted for a second time.
A federal grand jury indicted former President Donald Trump. It marks the third time the former president has been indicted.
Breaking news on former President Trump. He's been indicted for the fourth time in 5 months.
Breaking news, this is an image that will be in the history books. This is the mugshot of the 45th President of the United States.
The optics of this is working to his advantage. Look.
Breaking news from Colorado, where the state Supreme Court has just disqualified former President Donald Trump.
Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 felony counts.
The total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more Border Patrol and more asylum officers.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Take a look at what happened.
The next president of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
I proudly accept your nomination for president of the United States.
Let Trumpomania run wild, brother!
So I've decided the best way forward is to pass the torch to a new generation.
She's going to my philosophy now. In fact, I was going to send her a MAGA hat. They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
Investigation underway after the second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
As I was saying,
as you can see, I'm not just MAGA, I'm dark MAGA.
Get in there.
Let's go! I want to be a whale psychiatrist.
I'm going for a job right now at McDonald's. I really wanted to do this all my life.
I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
The only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters.
How do you like my garbage truck? This truck is in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden.
Here are our first projections. There, NBC News projects that Donald Trump has won the presidential election in Kentucky, Indiana. In West Virginia, Donald Trump is the winner. Florida, Tennessee, Missouri, Alabama, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Arkansas, Texas, North Dakota, South Dakota. NBC News also projects a winner in the Wyoming presidential race, Mississippi, Louisiana, Ohio, Kansas, Utah, Montana, Iowa, the state of Nebraska in the presidential contest, Idaho. The first swing state is North Carolina, going to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has prevailed in the presidential race in Georgia. Pennsylvania. NBC now projects he is the winner of Michigan and its 15 electoral votes.
Donald Trump is the winner in Alaska, picking up 3 more electoral votes.
Donald Trump has won the state of Wisconsin. He is the winner of this race and will return to the White House as this country's 47th president.
Hey, look what happened. Is this crazy?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome into CobraCast 199. I am your host, Jeremy Prime, Mage of the 199. Wonder Vision says this opening is so cringe. Did you just say that? Did you just say it? Hang on. Did you just say this opening is so cringe? All right. Well, you know what that means. Roll it back.
Can you confirm with News Nation that you're running for president?
Boy, that would be a nice confirmation. There'd be a lot of people that would be very upset about that. But I think.
Nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to roll it back. We're not going to roll it back. How's everybody doing today? Good to see all of you here tonight. We got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on. I see my boy Valiant Renegade in the chat. Flag Ninja with 5 gifted memberships as well. Valiant Renegade for a 50. Dude, 4.7 trillion untraceable payments posted on X. What the F? This is why we need DOGE. This crap about we didn't elect Elon is bogus. Elon is embedded with the Trump campaign long before election night. America voted to bring Elon in, period. I agree completely. And they can't spin anymore because the rise of independent media is here. They can't spin it anymore. They don't have the mainstream to lie and twist the narrative for them anymore. The mainstream has zero control. Zero. And it's a beautiful thing. As a matter of fact, and I saw you earlier, Valiant. So I want to jump right in on this story right here because interestingly enough, I've been fighting with a retarded account on Twitter today. Culture Crave, one of these garbage tier kind of entertainment sites that are like kissing up to Disney, and they got triggered because I responded with this. I did the whole Trump because they were basically trying to spin the narrative and trying to lie about Disney's financials on Captain America or Captain African America. So I responded with a Trump meme, and oh my goodness, all right, they freaking lost it. So I was the only reply that they hid, and it was all because Trump was in there. So they hid my reply. I then quote tweeted it. I was like, Culture Crave hid my reply calling him out. It'd be a shame if people responded. Fucking cowards. So if I can still access this. Yeah, so everybody then post. So here's my original. The reply was hidden by the original poster. There's Valiant right there. Hail the lore. Everybody's screenshotting my tweet. And they got so mad that they ended up blocking me. So they blocked me. And then they blocked Gary after Gary posted this picture. Get fucked, mainstream. And look at there. We got a proper 199 from Dougie freaking B in the house. Dougie B with a proper 199. Everybody's happy. Sydney Sweeney showed up. We get the proper 199. And of course, that makes everybody happy. So there we go. Thank you, Dougie B, for a proper 199. You guys know what's next.
Should I do it?
Do not come.
Come on, baby. Come on.
I'm gonna do it.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Beautiful white paint. It's coming down at 10,000 miles an hour. It's coming down at levels of speed that nobody ever even conceived of. Where it's rough, but it's coming, and now it's turned around. It turns around, and it's coming, and it's gonna. I said, oh, because you see at that bottom, this section right here, that sucker's. Oh.
Thank you, Dougie B. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so these paid shill accounts, I'm having a lot of fun. They're getting trolled. So watching this all kind of, the meltdown has been pretty glorious. And then ultimately they did block me right there. And I've had a lot of fun on Twitter. I've been ratioing every fucking body lately. So we even got this one right here. So I had some fun with Greg Miller. I ratioed him straight to hell where he belongs because Greg Miller had this to say.
Of course, that is a game that takes real skill.
Does. Yeah, and I'm not trying to flatter everyone here, but if I know one thing about this audience, is that none of you had to pay someone to play Diablo for you.
It's hard to level up your own characters when you're dismantling democracy.
I feel like we're in good company here, but just in case for the people online, if you get mad at that joke, it's Greg Miller. G-R-E-G.
M-I-L-L-E-R. Fuck Elon Musk and fuck Donald Trump.
So that's Greg Miller. So he got completely ratioed by me on his tweet where I called him out for basically stabbing his best friend in the back. So he wanted people to know his name, so I had no problem telling anyone his name. So Greg Miller is a video game journalist, and he's from the mainstream crowd. He is a complete leftist. He hates Donald Trump. He hates America. And he hates you if you support Donald Trump. Him and his company have made that very, very clear that if you support Donald Trump, they hate your guts. They have made that very clear. They've not shied away from that at all. So let's see. We've got Mike Zero Sources. Jeremy, I'm watching Team USA playing Sweden. Any chance you could live stream the USA-Canada game this Thursday? You know that will be an intense game. Also tell Ryan to get his VA rating. I don't know about streaming it just because I don't even know I don't even know if you could stream that game. I don't know where it's airing, but everybody was talking about the one that happened the other day, man. Everybody was going crazy over that one. AOE2 Freak says your dedication to trolling your trolls is so great. Respect. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Look, man, it's the internet, man. It's the internet. All you can do is roll with it and have fun. You can't take this shit too seriously. We're just here to have fun, talk shit, call stuff out, laugh at liberals who are melting down right before our very eyes, which is exactly what's going on. We even have I talked about it a little bit the other day. We might as well talk about it a little bit more. But the Ashley St. Clair story has taken an interesting turn. Now, if you don't know who Ashley St. Clair is a fake and a phony who pretends to be a MAGA supporter when she's not. She is a feminist. She's a leftist. But she saw an opportunity to put a MAGA hat on and get a big following, and she did. And now she's claiming that she had just had Elon Musk's baby. And it got really weird. I made a video on it, kind of breaking it down, and then it got even crazier with her responding on social media to a tweet from Elon, basically begging Elon to give her attention. And I guess she says Elon has ghosted her. So now she's talking to the New York Post after she claimed that she wanted to be private about all of this. Ashley St. Clair feels jilted and terrified after Elon Musk refused to protect her. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this is typical thought behavior. Not surprising at all. And it's funny because as I've said, she blocked me a couple of months ago when I called her a fake Trump supporter, which she is. Con Inc. is in love with her. They think she's the greatest thing ever. If you go to the replies of her tweet where she says she had Elon Musk's child, Con Inc. is there to just tell her how brave and stunning she is and all of this other shit. And now they're all probably regretting that decision because this situation is getting very, very, very nasty. I did respond with that right there. I said, Ashley, be like. So there you go. Because that's basically what she and other Con Inc. chicks are all out there doing. All right. So you can't just trust when a pretty girl just throws a MAGA hat on just for the sake of it. And this is why, generally speaking, I try not to have anything to do with conservative influencers and all of that. There's a couple that I know, and it's been really organic how I've gotten to know them, but I don't go out of my way to get to know any of these people because I just don't want to. I don't care to collaborate with them. I don't care to be friends with them. I don't care to go hang out at Mar-a-Lago with them. Ashley St. Clair is a classic example of that. She's had her whole, trip to Mar-a-Lago, taking her pictures with her MAGA hat and all of that bullshit, just like all the rest of them. And it's just cringe. And so watching her get completely roasted by the internet has been very, very satisfying for me. I even heard that Tim Pool talked about it tonight. I got to imagine he was very careful about it, because at one point in time, and I don't know what happened with this, but at one point in time, Tim actually announced that she was going to be working for Timcast. I don't know what happened with that, because I don't recall her actually doing much with them outside of making some appearances on shows. But at one point in time, he did announce that she was working with them. But I have no idea. So it is what it is. It's just funny that this fraud has finally been exposed for the piece of garbage that she is. So I've been happy with all of that. We're not going to spend too much time on that, because we have the mainstream media melting down over Elon Musk. That's right. And we're going to get into that here in just a minute. Jared the American says, Trump quoted Napoleon, "We are back." Desert Viper says, y'all should check out FAFO music video featuring Trump, Elon, and JD, and good old Uncle Sam. Epic watch. Hail the 199. I think that's the one I have in my bookmarks. People have been sending me that one all day, I think. Eric K says, this host is so cringe. Booming Bob says, Jeremy is cringe. What are you expecting? Something not cringeworthy. Also, Mod Lives Matter. AJ says, Canadians think they can beat Trump. That's a big mistake. Anthony says, I sent you sent on your inbox on X a couple days ago about New Zealand and how people are just fed up with the woke stuff. Noted. Thank you. Eric says, Elon wants to live stream going into Fort Knox to count the gold. God help us if there's less than what should be. I hope he does, and I will be stream sniping him, and it will be glorious. Eric K says, anyone who does not like what Elon is doing loves giving terrorists money. I can only think that may give money, and who knows who else to them. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say in the end there, Eric, but thank you. You are retarded, but it's okay. Let's see. JT, oh boy. Oh boy. JT for $9.99 says, I slept with my brother's ex twice, but we didn't fuck. I told him about it, and then she blocked me. He forgave me after explaining, and then we tag teamed my mom on Valentine's Day like Super Smash Bros.
This is not okay. It's just not.
It's not.
And we got to do better.
We got to do better. Well, I guess that's a good segue. Moving on. All right, let's listen to the mainstream media losing their mind over one Elon Musk.
An MSNBC host is going scorched earth on the Democratic Party, claiming they're not doing enough to denounce Elon Musk and DOGE. Here's host Michael Steele over the weekend.
I would actually, you know what? I'd just like you to show that you got a little emotion about the fact that people are losing their jobs indiscriminately. That this individual sitting down the 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue has given absolute power to one man who brings his son into the Oval Office, whose son says to him, "You're not the president." So I just like to see somebody wake the hell up and get excited about the fact that your country is under assault. They're not at the gate anymore. They're in your bedrooms. They're in your living rooms. They're in your businesses. They got your data. They got all your stuff. Elon Musk has his tentacles in everything you're doing, not just off of X, but now he's in the Treasury Department. He's in the Labor Department. He's in the Department of Homeland Security. And nobody seems to give a. So that's all I want.
Oh, we care. We care. Because this is what we fucking voted for. This is what we voted for. This is what we want. We want Elon Musk investigating all of this. Do you know why? Do you know why? I'm going to show you exactly why. Because this tweet says it perfectly right here. Okay? Here we go. Look at this. Elon Musk is trying to access your personal bank account and tax data. The world's richest man should not and cannot be able to snoop around your personal finances. Period. End of story. This response is the best response ever. He's not trying to snoop around my personal finances. He's trying to snoop around yours because you get paid with taxpayer money and should be subjected to these types of audits on a regular basis to flush out obvious conflicts of interest. Boom, boom, boom. One of the greatest replies ever. And that is why they are all melting down right before our very eyes.
Somebody that show that they care enough to get out their and say something about it.
Whoa, did he have an extra shot of espresso in his coffee? I don't know. I mean, Kennedy, Doge is in my bedroom. Nope. That's news to me. I looked around my bedroom last night. I didn't see Doge.
Kinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's in Digital Underground. He looks like Humpty Hump. Doesn't he? She knows what I'm talking about. That's right. Yeah, he should be doing the Humpty dance all the way off that MSNBC set. I mean, that turncoat.
If you know, you know. Because that was a good joke, actually. I hadn't heard that one. If you know, you know.
Used to be the head of the RNC, and now he's become this rabid progressive. Like, what's next? Is he going to go full commie and move to Siberia? I hope so, because this claptrap really has no place in the discussion. If Democrats are smart, they would get on board and say, what can we cut to make government better on our terms? But they're not doing that.
They're not doing that. Emily, you know, he also said that Elon Musk is president. Well, newsflash, he's not president. President Trump is. And also, newsflash, 1962, Congress passed the role of special government employee. It's the role of an expert who can come into government legally passed by Congress. Sounds exactly like Elon Musk.
Because the precedent set in the early 50s, when we were in the Cold War with the Soviets and in the space and arms race, we used geniuses like Kelly Johnson to design the U-2. So we have a history of the government recognizing in the private sector that inventors and geniuses, brilliant minds that aren't conformed to the structure of bureaucracy and that government, that yes, we need them. Back then it was synergy. Now it's considered sin. And I don't quite understand, as he says, you know, wake the hell up to Democrats about the assault on government. To me, the greater assault is that latent slumber, that bloat of government that has lulled everyone to sleep, where just because things are the way they are mean that that's how they have to keep going, when we have been exploited, paying the salaries of these government employees and watching that waste, fraud, and abuse as if nothing's happening for decades.
You know, Paul, maybe the DNC can draft the brilliant mind of Michael Steele to come up with their talking points.
Yeah, maybe not. You know, look, he's ranting and raving about the fact that nobody voted for Elon Musk. I don't remember anybody voting for Hunter Biden. And he was meeting with some of the top officials of the Chinese government. So, you know, there's very much a sliding scale here. Look, this doesn't convince, okay? Very clearly, these are the rantings of people who have nowhere to go. Donald Trump has grabbed, I'm going to steal a line from Gutfeld, Donald Trump has grabbed the common sense caucus. All right. Americans are looking at what he's doing and say, yeah, that makes sense. We should have done a long time ago. And yet, somehow or other, Democrats got to oppose it. And it gives you nowhere to go. So what do? You get louder. We had an old saying on the NYPD, empty garbage cans make the most noise. I'll leave it at that.
Harris, I deeply suspect over time you're going to see a big approval rating for DOGE. In Trafalgar, it was 49 to 44. Well, that number will tick up.
So you and I were talking on air in reaction to that win with the law that could be challenged still by the end of the day, having to do with DOGE and how much access they get with it. So what's interesting to me is it's time for now Trump and Musk to go on the offense. Yeah. And what you were saying is go out and find one of those areas, start to really show some receipts here so you can shut all these, oh my gosh, I came out of the woodworks to help you fight that case, Democrats and judges and whatever, because it is time for that. And then you will see some numbers that will come out from people to say, yeah, those are the droids that we're looking for. I would say this, I want to quote Mark Thiessen from last hour. The resistance is dead.
I like that.
Yeah.
The resistance is dead, offense only. Those are the marching orders. All right.
And to that point, when it comes to DOGE, here we go right here. Let me find it. Check this out. This is why they are melting down and screaming and screeching. Listen to this.
How about this? 395 million social security numbers in the database. Hey, Big D, off the top of your head, do you know how many people we have in the United States of America? These United States? You know how many people live in the United States? How many do we have? If you had to take a guess, do you know? If you don't know.
Over 200 million people? I don't know.
Yeah. So we have 395 million social security numbers in the database. We have 335 million citizens. 395 social security numbers.
That's interesting. That's very interesting, isn't it? Why would we have more social security numbers in the system than living citizens?
335 million citizens, more than 20 million over the age of 100, more than 15 million over the age of 110. Now, first blush, is that a problem? Do we just keep going?
Sure seems like a problem.
Yeah. Or do we just keep going? Maybe, shh, don't say anything. Just keep it. You're making more work for us. What do we just leave everything the way it is? D, you're causing a lot of trouble by bringing this up. Why would you do that? Because you're honest and you like your money and you don't want tax dollars disappearing on people? More than 20 million active social security numbers for people over the age.
I know how we can figure this out, ladies and gentlemen. You are here at CobraCast for the hardest hitting reporting on the internet. Now, let's look at this one more time, okay? This is insane. DOGE uncovers 395 million active social security numbers, exceeding the U.S. population by 60 million. There is only one man. There is only one man that can solve this for us, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce you to Steiner Math.
Sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me and he's not even going to try. So Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance minus my 25% chance and you got an 8 and a third chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we used to go one-on-one and then add 66 and 2/3%. I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you.
The numbers don't lie, Democrats, and they spell disaster for you. There we go, right there, ladies and gentlemen. The numbers don't lie. So if you know, you know. Varanid with 5, you get the memberships. Let's go. Thank you so much. Samsung Young says St. Clair situation looks like an Elon honey pot. Let's see. What is it? Hey, Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. Used to be Blue Volt Guy. I remember your old username. Used to super chat quite a bit. Started watching again around election time. Been regular since. Have less money now because of Biden. What happened to the beard of shame? So the beard of shame it's because we were worried about what YouTube was going to start doing with like their AI rules and stuff like that. I think that's kind of loosened up a little bit, but it's more so like if we're going to, it would have to be like a once a week thing. We can't do it every night, but I got Hailstorm working on other projects right now. So that's why it was just a matter of like timing and everything like that. So people still want it back. People still want it back. So I'm listening. What's up, Linko Kenobi? I see you in the chat. Cody Gray for 10. What up, Cody? Some fig apparently didn't like my MAGA hat on my dash in my Cybertruck. Wrote, "I'm a fascist" on the hood and permanent marker. What? Sadly, I didn't have Sentry mode turned on. Sig was good to go. Hail. I'm trying to figure out if you're trying to like code words on me, because that first one I almost wanted to say it, and that would have been bad because I say that word a lot in my day-to-day life. Just not on the internet. But that's crazy, dude. Listen, what was that? Somebody posted a picture yesterday. Thank you, Cody. Right here. Hang on. Let me see if I can find this. I gotta find it. I remember, was it that Star Wars girl posted like posted a picture of like somebody with a Tesla, and I guess they put something like, I bought it before I knew who he was, or some shit like that. Yeah, right here. So right here. So this Tesla, and then on the back it says, bought it before we knew how awful he was. What? Bought it before we knew how awful he was. Broken. These people are absolutely broken. So yeah, I could not believe that. I'm like, are you serious right now? And there's a lot of people that are like that. There's a lot of people that like they own Teslas now, and they're like, I can't believe I own this vehicle because Elon is so terrible. Wild. Let me see here. Anthony says, I have to put it through the normal section because it will not let me send a super chat. Eric K says, I had to shorten it for YouTube and retype it. Hey, not my fault. Let's see. Is it Necroworm? Is that it? It says, I just finished Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai never dies. Dude, I'm telling you, if anybody, maybe you got kind of tired of the cheesiness in the midway through Cobra Kai, I totally understand that. But Cobra Kai ended in the best possible way. It's one of the best endings for any television show ever. It was unbelievable. Watch it if you have not. I'm telling you, the ending of Cobra Kai is perfection. Unicycle Peon for 50 on Rumble says, you ever going to have a Geeks Gamers meetup in Pensacola or wherever the hell you are? Or is Pensacola too mid? I'm one to talk to, though. Cheers from Mississippi. Would love to be able to do a day trip meetup. I have thought about doing one here in the Panhandle area. It's just about timing. The meetups take a lot in terms of like planning and getting the crew together and everything like that. But I have considered it. And if more people are asking, maybe I'll do it one day. But thank you, Unicycle. I appreciate it, brother. Exhaust Pipe says, check out Mar-a-Lago Vice, posted on X, AI-generated rendition of Trump and several others in Vice City style. Very well done. Clearly pro-Trump 199. Let me see if this is the thing you guys are talking about. I don't know. Yeah, I'm assuming this is what you guys are talking about. Right here. Is this what you guys are talking about? Is this it, chat? I haven't watched it. I'm hoping it's not going to get me in trouble. Yes. Okay. It's safe. Okay. Here we go. I have not watched it. Tom Homan. Is that Caroline Levette? Oh, whoa. Kamala. Let's go. Push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. Don't look down, just keep going. This is awesome. Oh man, that's rough. Pete Egg said. Look at JD. No. AOC. Okay. Cocaine Mitch. Oh.
Welcome to the limit. Take it maybe one step more. Our game's still playing, so we better win it.
Big cash. Oh no. Bro, can we talk about how terrifying AI is? AI is terrifying. This is just the beginning of AI. What's it going to look like in a couple of years, man? This is some scary shit. It's awesome, but it's scary.
Push it to the limit. No one left to stand in your way. You might get careless, but you'll never be safe.
Fauci. I'm telling you, man. The politics is the new wrestling, man. It's crazy.
Welcome to the limit.
DOGE did this.
Standing on the razor's edge. Don't look down, just keep your head or you'll be finished. Welcome to the limit.
Why does he look like OJ? Obama looking like OJ. Holy shit. Maybe it's because I just watched the OJ Simpson thing on Netflix. That is awesome. Shout out to all of you guys for tagging me in that. That's good stuff right there. Holy crap, man. All right. So, let me see here. Where did we leave off? Mike Zero Source says, to be fair, legal green card holders do have social security numbers. My girlfriend is South Indian, has a green card, and we'll get her U.S. citizenship soon. Hey, congrats on that. Congrats. That was great. That was awesome. Makes me want to play Vice City now. That's what it was. Makes me want to do now. Okay, check this out. I just saw this right here. Here we go. Tom Homan.
First of all, I think she's, I won't go.
I think he's talking about AOC. I think this is in reference to AOC.
First of all, I think she's, I won't go after her on
Tom, please
TV
do. Please do. Say what's on your mind. It's a holiday.
Look, she's the dumbest congresswoman ever elected to Congress, and she proves that every day. And look, bottom line is, I can't believe any member of Congress, Republican, Democrat, Independent, would want to educate criminal illegal aliens who are in the country illegally, been convicted of a violent crime, and have been ordered removed by an immigration judge after due process at great taxpayer expense. You got a congressman or congresswoman that does not want ICE to do the job that Congress has mandated them to do and funds them to do. First of all,
I love that he just straight up says it. Okay. I love it. So fucking good. So Tom Homan is awesome. He doesn't play around. He just doesn't care. He's just like, I'm going to tell it like it is. And I don't care who gets offended. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. Let's see. Patty McShane says, sorry, but how is Benny different from mainstream media? A handful of X handles post shit, and he and his ilk report on the same 5 topics. I don't see him as genuine. Well, I mean, I can't speak to your experience on it, but like Benny is actually like reached out and helped a lot for like anything we've needed. Nobody at the mainstream media has ever helped out. Benny's reported on our panels and put it on his channel and expose his audience to Geeks and Gamers, told people about the Geeks and Gamers. He's come onto Friday Night Tights, and he's always said, like, I want to be educated into the nerd world. He's never pretended like he knows it. He's like, I just want to understand it. And he asks questions when he's on Friday Night Tights. Nobody in the mainstream media is doing that, are they? So as big as Benny's gotten, he really doesn't have to waste time with us, yet he does, because he's friends with us. So yeah, but if you don't like his content, that's totally fine. It's up to you. A lot of, his audience probably doesn't like my content. But if you're asking how is he different than the mainstream media, you just got your answer right there. Eric K says, I feel like I am dirty and need a shower now. I said hello to JT. Yeah, that guy's he's all, listen, if he keeps sending money, he's welcome here, but it's weird. Black Kane says, on Flashcast, Steph said her retirement plan is having a Musk baby. If so, she needs to start dressing goth. I mean, honestly, man, like, Elon Musk, I think he probably has about 450 kids, 500 at this point. Wouldn't surprise me. Hope says they all think little X said what they want to hear. Yeah, they're just, let them lie. It doesn't matter. Samsung Young says, hide your kids, hide your kickbacks. They audited everything up in here. Shorty Short says, Elon's tentacles in my bedroom sexy. Hey, calm down, Shorty Short. Calm down. All right. Eric Heffelfinger says, yes, let's cry for the Fed employees who cheered when unvaxxed lost their jobs and demanded COVID passports. Yeah, no sympathy for these people. There is no sympathy anymore for them. They did this to themselves. Flag Ninja says, we are less than 5 to 10 years away from the winning side having the best AI memers. Memes are kind of what won all of this. Memers won it in 2016. And memers won it in 2024. And let's be real, memers won it in 2020 as well. That's just the reality of the situation. You can believe whatever you want, but 2020, if you think Joe Biden won 2020, I can't help you. I mean, that's really it. Like, there's no point in trying to explain to someone that believes that anything else. If you believe that, go for it. Wear your mask. Take your 8th booster and believe Joe Biden won in 2020. I don't have the power to convince you otherwise. So we'll just leave it at that. But I don't really see the point in trying to convince people that want to believe something so ridiculous. I don't see the point in trying to convince them otherwise. Let them live in their fantasy world, because I feel like you're wasting your time. Now, if you have somebody that genuinely is like, I'm on the fence, and I'm trying to understand, here's what I see, here's what I think. But if you've got somebody that's just so far removed from reality, there's really no point in trying to waste time with them, because they're ultimately, it's the classic how Trump negotiates. How does Trump negotiate? Trump sits there and goes, I have the power. I'm going to basically ask for something so far into the direction that I want this conversation to be, that once the other party has to address that part of the conversation, we're already so deep onto the side that I want us to be on that I'm going to win. When a leftist is so far removed from reality, if you have any discussion with them, you are far into their world. They're not looking to have a rational discussion. They're not looking to have a conversation of compromise or understanding. Once you entertain their delusions, you're so far into that fucking world, you're never going to get out until you just walk away from them. And so that's just how you have to approach it. And that's why I don't care about, like, they always want to be victims. They always want to cry. They always want to whine. Let them cry. Let them whine. Who cares? That's my stance on it anyway. But everyone can approach it the way that they see fit. Let me see. Okay, right here. Kristi Noem just uploaded this about an hour ago. What is this? Kristi Noem, I'm announcing a nationwide and international multi-million-dollar ad campaign warning illegal aliens to leave our country now. All right, here we go.
I'm Kristi Noem, the United States Secretary of Homeland Security. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump, for securing our border and putting America first. Let me deliver a message from President Trump to the world. If you are considering entering America illegally, don't even think about it. Let me be clear. If you come to our country and you break our laws, we will hunt you down. Criminals are not welcome in the United States. For too long, weak leadership has left our borders wide open, flooding our communities with drugs, human trafficking, and violent criminals. Well, those days are over. Under President Trump, we are defending American families and restoring their safety. If you try to enter illegally, you will be caught. You will be removed, and you will never return.
Yes!
Follow the law, and you'll find opportunity. If you break it, you'll find consequences. Strong borders mean a stronger America. President Trump is making America safe again.
I fucking love this. I love it. This is so fantastic. Kristi Noem's a badass. I've always liked her. So for obvious reasons, great personality, by the way, great personality. But I would like to get to a point where I'm not really sure how you would implement this, but like, I don't know. This doesn't happen like from my area in Florida. It really, the only time I've experienced this in Florida is in like Southern Florida, where I don't feel like English is the first language in Southern Florida. Like, it's crazy. Like, you go to South Beach and all of that, you go to Miami, I feel like I'm in a foreign country. But I've only been down there a few times, so I don't know if maybe I was just in the wrong area or what, but it was crazy. And I'm like, this can't happen. I don't want to feel like I'm in a foreign country. I want to go down to Miami and enjoy myself. And I haven't spent much time in Miami because it doesn't even feel like America. So get the language in this country is English. It's that simple. Okay? That simple. Not complicated at all. Golden Nuggets says, speaking of fakers, just found out Lauren Southern had an affair with Destiny. That is wild. Yeah, I don't know much about Lauren Southern. I don't think I've ever interacted with Lauren Southern. And I certainly know nothing about Destiny outside of the stuff that I hear online. Destiny seemed to be like this guy that all conservatives wanted to talk to go like, hey, look, guys, we talk to leftists. We're not, like, fuck them, man. You don't need to do anything with these freaks. Like, you don't need to talk to them to prove that you'll talk to them. You just don't. They don't deserve it. But I mean, that Destiny guy has gotten so much traction off of conservatives. It's been crazy. That's why I know who he is. That's it. That's the only reason I know who he is because conservatives can't stop talking about him. Let's see. Yasuke says, Michael Steele wants Trump and Elon in his bedroom. Vault 95 says, got the clip of Beardo smacking Ashley off the wall. I haven't seen that one. Samsung Young says, Elon Musk created and ran PayPal. He literally wrote, coded, and held the keys to people's personal finances for years. It's literally what made him. Yeah, they're too stupid to realize that, though. Heartbreak Zero says, my tinfoil hat says that if DOGE audits Fort Knox and gold is actually missing, that paper trail will lead them to the Federal Reserve. LFG DOGE. Grumpy Gen X says, don't play NHL clips. They are worse than the NFL. Yeah, I figure. I don't really follow hockey that much, though. So the Beast says Trump is smashing this term like Elon is smashing broads. Remain blessed, D-Day Cobra, the 199, the Fellowship, and the Snake Pit. Thank you so much. My boy Ian comes a new member. Thank you, Ian. Jen X Cynic says Michael Steele is a turncoat, former RNC chair who gave us George W. Bush, always was a snake in the grass. I remember Michael Steele from those days. I remember that. Force Geek says, watching my family keep up the good work. What's up, Force Geek? Samsung Young says that's why Democrats already ran with Musk is going after people's Social Security. They knew DOGE would find a smoking gun, so they preemptively ran the narrative. Yep. Aaron S says Elon got the bobs in there and fixed the glitch. They just fixed the glitch. That's all. War Breer says Beardo personifies the beard of shame. Damn, Beardo catching strays. I respect it though. Unicycle Peon says Jeremy or anyone. Where did you say this video is? Any mods that got a link? Where did that? I can drop the link. It's right here. This is the account that has it. If you want to look this account up, right here. Good Lord, look at the background on this account. Holy crap. That's an amazing background. You got it, Jessica? All right, cool. Woo! That's a good background right there. I mean, come on. I respect it. I respect it. Sammy says, I'm actually just here for the memes. I've been watching Geeks and Gamers since I was 14 and I'm almost 25. Hail the 199. Are you kidding me? Wow. 9 years. I can't believe we've been doing this for 9 years. That's incredible. Thank you so much for watching that long. Every time I met someone at the meetup and they were like, I've been watching G&G for 5 years, 6 years. And my answer was always like, why? Why are you still watching? Why are you still watching me? I don't understand it. But I do appreciate it. So thank you so much. Packing Proton says, supposedly there is a lefty campaign trying to get people to damage Teslas. Jeez. These people are crazy, man. It really is. Mark of Reality says, DOGE reported that 4.7 trillion is untraceable. That is wild. 8 o'clock says, did you see Legal Eagle cry over Trump pressuring NYC prosecutors to push deportation? Legal Eagle said it's worse than Watergate. So stupid. I don't know much about Legal Eagle. When I used to spend a little time around like the LawTube guys, I remember Legal Eagle was they were not a fan of him, but I know I've seen a couple of his videos, but like I could tell by the headlines of some of them that he has TDS for sure. Yeah, that I know nothing about him though. Mike Zero Sources Social Security number equivalent. I left that out. No, it's all good, brother. I agree. Once a week, beard of shame. We need someone who is figure of the week and a good MVP. MAGA hat of champions, awarded gold MAGA hat that Trump had in Cali. Which one did he have in Cali? I can't remember that one now. Nightcall says $2 for link to the based Vice City video. I'm sure not mods will have that. They said they have it, so they'll be dropping that one. Mike Zero Source says, my best friend's wife will get her citizenship swearing in next month. She's ultra MAGA. She said being a U.S. citizen will be her second birthday. That's awesome. Aaron says, Elon, the mobile sperm bank paternity test included. Elon's out there, man, doing his thing. Piano Dean says, go to Bed Bath & Beyond and buy a lamp. On your way out, scream, I'm stealing this lamp. They'll stop you, but ultimately they can't do anything. It's your lamp. You can do whatever you want with it. Thank you. Thank you, Piano Dean. We appreciate that. That was good. Hope says, let's see. You never heard anyone talk about dinos. Why is that? Exactly. Golden Nugget says, I found out I live in the top 10 most dangerous place in the UK. And guess what? Labor controlled. UK is cooked. Shorty Short says, always an entertaining, informative stream. Thank you. Hey, thank you. We appreciate that. Tinhead says, I remember when you would get 1,000 people watching the stream, would crash. You, the Quartering, and Little Timmy Pool. How I became aware of the SJW agenda back in 2017. Yes. So the story went is that whenever I would stream on Geeks and Gamers from my phone, swig of water for the working man. I would stream from my phone. And on Android, because I don't like Apple, So on Android, when the stream would hit 1,000 likes, my stream would crash every single time. It was the wildest thing ever. Now, I was streaming from a Google Pixel at first. That was my secondary phone because I was always a Note user. So I had so it would every time we even got to 1,000 dislikes one time just to see if 1,000 dislikes would do it. 1,000 dislikes did not do it, but 1,000 likes every time the stream. So we would get to 900 likes, and I'm like, hey guys, don't like the video yet. I still have things to talk about. So we would literally have to have people wait until we got it to 1,000 likes that I wanted to end my stream. It was crazy. Now, and I hate admitting this because I don't like Apple. So I hate admitting this. But I went out specifically and I bought a damn iPhone. And I streamed from the iPhone and it didn't crash at 1,000 likes on the iPhone. Pissed me off so much because I'm like, damn it. So there you go. Yeah. So that's the backstory on that one. Eventually it was some type of thing they had an update on, and eventually they got it all fixed and worked out. But big old balls for $20. A lot of news today. It must be because of big balls. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate that. Big balls in the house. Imagine where we were 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Just imagine. It's crazy. What is this right here? Frank Luntz. What does Frank Luntz have to say? This clown. Here we go.
We wanted to have you on because you do a lot of focus groups. You really get behind the numbers, the poll numbers, to the sentiments of voters. And it's so interesting. You've been speaking with a number of voters who were Hillary Clinton 2016, Joe Biden 2020, and then went for Trump in 2024. How are these folks seeing the early days of Trump's second term?
Pretty well.
Really?
And they're reacting to it because they love the pace of change. They were very fed up over the last 4 years. They wanted action. They wanted results. They looked at prices. They looked at...
This guy can't be real. Frank Luntz can't be a real person. It's crazy how weird he is. I'm going to pull the video up to show you guys about Frank Luntz.
Affordability, looked at immigration, and they didn't see anything happening. They still don't like what he says.
Oh, fuck
but they
off.
like what he does. And these are Democrats now who felt that they were not securing the border. They were doing nothing to prevent illegal immigration, that nothing was actually happening. They wanted to see a reduction in wasteful Washington spending, and they're seeing that. So what they tell me is, I wish you'd be a little bit less rude. But at the same time, they like what he's doing. They believe he's serious about it. And for the first time, they have confidence in the future, which is why you now see some significant shifts in the polling about the expectations for the direction in the coming years.
It's a big wake-up call for Democrats.
I'm waiting for them to get a message. I'm waiting for them to unify and to understand that to oppose and to be the resistance, which is what some of them use that phrase, that's not what Democrats in grassroots areas want from them. They may not want the approach that Trump is doing, President Trump. By the way, I now know to say President Trump. But they do want action, and they don't see action from the Democrats.
Okay, so if you guys want to know who this weirdo is, this is Frank Luntz right here. He is a psychopath. Right here. This is Frank Luntz. Okay, here we go.
So, Frank, what am I looking at? You seem very presidential today. Where are you?
This is actually my home in California. This is a 78% replica of the Oval Office. And over here, as I turn this around, this is the Lincoln bedroom. So I'm the only person who has an Oval Office that you can actually sleep in, and you don't have to be a presidential intern.
This is not a green screen. Like if you got out of your chair, and I don't want you to because you have a mic, you could actually walk back there. There's depth.
Yes, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oh my goodness. And this is a genuine Resolute desk. I'm going to put it there behind me. So you can see, including the buck stops here.
Wow.
We've got the humidor from Bill Clinton. Let's see if I can get that in the shot.
So this guy, this guy takes the office of presidency so seriously. You know, it drives him crazy that Donald Trump is in the White House. He views this as like Frank Luntz, the type of guy. You know how you have that crazy psychopathic guy who falls for the chick and the chick don't want anything to do with him? So the dude will rather just kill the chick and say, hey, if I can't have you, nobody can. That's how Frank Luntz is about it. If I can't be the president, nobody can, especially not Donald Trump.
There you go. This is the whole thing. And that is behind me is the painting of George Washington that was in the Richard Nixon White House. This is the red phone. This is the famous phone that was used to contact the Kremlin in the 1970s and 1980s.
Wow. That's something. Wow. That is something.
They don't even know how to respond. They don't know how to respond.
I'm still trying to get my head around the Bill Clinton humidor.
That was a good edit with the creepy music and everything like that. It's fantastic. The music is so good. For those that like, music matters. Okay. You ever seen those clips of the original Star Wars trilogy without John Williams' score? Music matters. Okay. It matters big time. And him adding that music is absolutely perfect. Let's see here. There was so we had a plane crash today. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of that. I'm going to look up. We're going to talk about that a little bit because that was a big news story for sure. So we're going to talk about that. But we do have Caroline Leavitt right here. White House says millions of people no longer alive may be getting Social Security payments. Here we go.
I've been fighting fake news reporters all day long here in the Washington, D.C. swamp who are trying to fearmonger the American people into believing that this administration is going after their hard-earned tax dollars and their hard-earned Social Security checks. So I want to set the record straight on your show tonight, Sean, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do so. President Trump has directed Elon Musk and the DOGE team to identify fraud at the Social Security Administration. They haven't dug into the books yet, but they suspect that there are tens of millions of deceased people who are receiving fraudulent Social Security payments. And so their goal in going into the Social Security Administration is to identify three things. Number one, to identify duplicate payments and to end them. Number two, to identify payments that are going to deceased people who are no longer living and should no longer be receiving that money. And number three, to protect the integrity of this system for hardworking Americans who have been paying into it their entire lives. So rest assured to all of the people watching your show tonight, if you paid into the system, honestly, you will continue to receive your Social Security checks. Do not buy into the lies from the legacy fake news media who are trying to fear you and scare you into believing otherwise. This is what we've seen them do about President Trump for years with every promise that he has made. And he's going in there to protect your hard-earned money. That is the ultimate goal.
Greatest president of all time, President Trump. Unmatched. This man is just on another level. And the things that we're seeing right now, the results we're seeing in this country are absolutely mind-blowing. I really can't believe how amazing this is. And speaking of Caroline Leavitt, I mean, she's just so on point because leadership matters. This is a tweet from her. To all the Democrats who are planning to protest this week, here's an explanation on DOGE from your party's own beloved leaders.
Budget reform is not an option. It's a necessity.
The American people are entitled to transparency.
We can't sustain a system that bleeds billions of taxpayer dollars on programs that have outlived their usefulness or exist solely because of the power of politicians, lobbyists, or interest groups.
They're entitled to be able to figure out where their dollars are going, and they're entitled to accountability to make sure that we're using the dollars for what we said it was for.
We are going to go through our federal budget, as I promised during the campaign, page by page, line by line, eliminating those programs we don't need and insisting that those that we do need operate in a sensible, cost-effective way.
What should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody.
We hope to be instilling an entire new culture that not only our administration, but every succeeding administration will in fact pursue.
No amount of waste is acceptable, not when it's your money.
We all know the government can be inefficient. We all know that the bureaucracy can be bloated. We all worked in the fucking White House. We tried to reorganize the government. We tried to find efficiency. It's hard to do.
And honestly, some of this is pretty annoying because it's some of the stuff we should have done.
You love to see it. The Democrats are falling apart and they can't do anything but squirm and lie and freak out because they're all getting investigated. All of them are the ones that are getting investigated. And man, one of the bigger pieces to the puzzle is about to drop. Reportedly this week, Kash Patel should be getting confirmed this week.
Hey guys, I'm here with Kash, getting ready to kick off this whole nomination process. You excited about it?
I'm very excited, sir.
One thing that we have to do is we got to reform the FBI. Not that necessarily the agents in the field, man, they do a phenomenal job. But what's going on in the Senate floor, the Hoover building? They've weaponized the FBI. And the guy to clean that up and give the FBI back focused on doing their job, and that's to keep Americans safe and look at for American interests, that's Kash. Kash, you got anything you want to say?
Senator, I'm humbled and honored by your support, and I look forward to the advice and consent process to earn the trust and confidence of your colleagues and restore truth and transparency to the FBI. It's almost like you had to rehearse.
That is like perfect. Good to see you all. Hey guys, I'm here with Kash.
So yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be happening this week. And I did see that there are some reports that the FBI internally are panicking big time over what's about to happen. They are really scared. And I'll be honest, I personally think that the reason that Kash has not been confirmed yet is they're giving them time to clean up as much as they can. That's 100% why I think this has been slowed down, because they're slowing down the process because they are trying to give them as much time to cover their tracks. We got this right here. Source, there's pure panic at the FBI. Arguments are breaking out in one of the field offices. Employees on edge about Kash Patel's confirmation vote later this week. Oh, it's so glorious. Now, again, let me remind you, this is the same FBI. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't looked this one up in a while. This is the same FBI that had to go all the way to Talladega, Alabama, so they could investigate if Bubba Wallace, NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace, was the target of a hate crime. They sent multiple agents to a fucking NASCAR track to investigate a garage door pull because Bubba Wallace said that it was a noose and that somebody was trying to intimidate him. This is what the FBI was working on right here, ladies and gentlemen. Are you kidding me? This is the FBI. Absolutely fucking insane. Crazy. So yeah, get rid of them. Get rid of all of them. Clean house. Like at this point, like, I don't care if, I'm sorry, I'm just calling it like it is. I don't care if there's good people there. Collateral damage. Get rid of the whole fucking FBI. Shut the whole FBI down. Shut it all down. Get it gone. That's not going to happen. But to pull a Twitter, get rid of 80% of it. Get rid of 80% of the FBI. I'll be happy with that. Because clearly they're not going to get rid of them. Oh, look at here. New York Governor Hochul says she might remove NYC Mayor Adams after he assisted on deportations. What? Since taking office in 2021, I've done everything possible to partner with the city of New York under the leadership of 2 different mayors. Yada, yada, yada. So she's threatening to remove Adams. What? Good. I still listen, I know with Adams, I know he's been saying a lot of the right things. I don't trust Adams at all. I don't trust him one bit. I think that he basically has shifted his talking points because he saw which way the wind was blowing. I don't trust him at all. I know a lot of people have kind of tried to jump on that bandwagon, but I just looked at him. This is a woke on woke crime. That's all this is. That's how I view this. Woke on woke crime. So I don't trust him. I clearly don't trust her. But I'm not going to feel sorry for him. I just can't. I can't feel sorry for him because I think that he's just as much a part of the problem as her and anyone else. So let's hear what our good buddy Alex Jones has to say about this $4.7 trillion in untraceable payments.
All right, it just broke in the last 2 hours on X. DOGE broke it. Elon Musk broke it. JD Vance has responded. They've published the proof, the documents. 4.7 trillion of treasury payments going into a black hole with no information where it was going. This is organized fraud, people. The whole thing is.
Yes.
We were the biggest, most powerful country on earth since the end of World War II. We were the greatest nation on earth since the 1898 on record. Everybody else looked at us and said, no, this is the best. We were exceptional. So exceptionalism preaches a lot of wealth and power. But then hard times make strong men. Strong men make good times. Good times make weak men. Weak men make bad times. The cycle completes. We've been into the bad times now with the weak men. And seeing the Democrats defend all this and some of the neocons that are on the payroll, like Tom Cotton
and the thing is I'll let Alex Jones finish and I'll make my point because I've got a point that I want to make because I've been thinking about this a lot.
Lindsey Graham, it's just so pathetic, man. These people were going to get us all killed. They're still trying with World War III. They've robbed everything 7 ways to Sunday. I mean, they found trillions in stolen stuff now. And you've got all 5 of the judges. I mean, you think it'd be a corrupt judge, like take it secretly or something. But the judge in Rhode Island that blocked the freezing of the funds to all these NGOs, 120 plus million last few years to himself. He runs the nonprofit. He runs the NGO. I mean, 4.7
trillion.
4 trillion, 700 billion into black holes.
That's
and
insane.
It just gets more insane from there. It's a miracle the lights are even still on. And the globals create this whole great reset, austerity, you'll eat bugs. Because this is all collapsing, so they try to sell us on being totally poor while they fly around on private jets. Just thank God for President Trump, Elon Musk, and all of you that woke up, because we're going to stop these people, and the globalists are going to go to prison.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And let me say this. So I've been thinking about this. I don't know if everybody else agrees or not. I haven't really heard anybody talk about this, but the more and more I think about it, and the reason it just kind of I was reminded of it was, let me look one more time. I think this Bubba Wallace story that I brought up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So that was 2020. Trump was in office at that point in time. And I've been thinking about this. From what we've seen from the Trump administration in just the first few weeks of this run, I look back on his run as the 45th president, and it doesn't even feel real. It is the literal definition of night and day, because this is a Donald Trump that understands the political system completely now. This is a Donald Trump that understands the players involved, the corruption involved, and what it's going to take to clean the system out. And you look back on his, and I'm not criticizing his 2016 to 2020 run. I'm not criticizing it at all. I'm just saying that it's so different. It's the equivalent of watching Tom Brady in his first season versus watching Tom Brady in his 15th season. Like, it's night and day. It's crazy how different things are. And Trump was extremely effective in 2016 to 2020. He was incredibly effective. He was amazing. But what we have seen in this first month, I can't comprehend it. I've never seen anything like it. It has blown past every single possible expectation and then some. It has surpassed every expectation. It's not even close, man. And I do think that it begins and ends with a couple of key decisions. JD Vance and not Mike Pence. That is a huge piece of the puzzle right there. And of course, Elon Musk. Those two decisions are probably the most crucial decisions that Donald Trump has ever made. And they were the right decisions. JD Vance is such an upgrade. Like, I can't even, like, the upgrade from Pence to Vance is unbelievable. And then Elon Musk, and I'm really excited to see this Elon Musk Donald Trump interview tomorrow that's going to be on Hannity. So that's going to be really interesting to hear their perspectives on that. I guess it's going to drop tomorrow night during Hannity's show. So if that's the case, I'll probably go live and we'll react to it. But yeah, I just been thinking about that a lot with like the first Trump presidency, and it was awesome. It was great. And he did a wonderful job, and he had so much resistance, and I feel he was probably manipulated by a lot of people. He made a lot of bad personnel decisions, and of course, making those bad personnel decisions added to a lot of the roadblocks that he faced. He has made zero. Am I right about this? He has made, as it stands, he has made zero bad personnel decisions right now. Now, I know a lot of us weren't a fan of Marco Rubio or whatever, so I'm not a fan of Marco Rubio, but Marco Rubio is doing his job. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. He's carrying out the job exactly how President Trump wants him to. And I don't think there's any bad decisions right now. There could be down the road, but as it stands, incredible first month or whatever for President Trump. Mind-blowing, as a matter of fact. And exciting, because we're just getting started, baby. We are just getting started. Is this a new clip? Oh, we got a new clip? Here we go. Got a new clip. Here we go.
This whole sort of like, they call it like Trump derangement syndrome. And I don't, you don't realize how real this is until like you can't reason with people. So like I was at a friend's birthday party in LA, just a birthday dinner, and it was like a nice, quiet dinner, and everyone was behaving normally. And I happened to mention, this is before the election, like a month or two before, I happened to mention the president's name. And it was like they got shot with a dart in the jugular that contained like methamphetamine and rabies. Okay? And I was like, wow. And I'm like, what is wrong? Like, guys, like, you just can't have like a normal conversation. Yeah. And it's like they become completely irrational. This whole sort of like...
Tell me he's wrong. He's not wrong. That is, I'm going to let it, we're going to play it one more time because I know the volume's a little low on this, but that is exactly how it is with these freaks. They're absolutely broken.
Like, they call it like Trump derangement syndrome. And I don't, you don't realize how real this is until like you can't reason with people. So like I was at a friend's birthday party in LA, just a birthday dinner, and it was like a nice, quiet dinner, and everyone was behaving normally. And I happened to mention, this is before the election, like a month or two before, I happened to mention the president's name. And it was like they got shot with a dart in the jugular that contained like
Trump laughing
and rabies. Okay, and I was like, wow. And I'm like, what is wrong? Like, guys, like, you just can't have like a normal conversation. Yeah. And it's like it's like they become completely irrational. This whole sort of...
That's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what it is. So yeah, it's absolutely insane to watch all of this play out. What is this? Oh, hang on. Did Hannity make a mistake right here? What is this? Hang on. Here we go.
the host of the joining us now, the host of the upcoming hit show, My View with Laura Trump. And by the way, take that to the bank. It will be a hit show. I might even be a guest one day if she ever invites me. All right, joining us
What
now,
did he
the
say?
host of the upcoming hit show, My View with Laura Trump. And by the way, take that to the bank. It will be a hit show. I might even be a guest.
Hey, man. It is what. That's pretty funny. I just saw Breaking 911 tweet that out right there. So I was like, what happened here? What did he make a mistake? Hannity drunk? Maybe. God, I've been watching Hannity for so long and it drives me crazy. Here's another clip right here.
Now you're going to rescue astronauts. And now, and again, you do all of this. I would think liberals would love the fact that you have the biggest electric vehicle company in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be adored by the left, you know.
Yeah, not anymore.
Less so these days.
Killed that, huh? Now you're going to rescue
Dude, Trump, you can tell these guys genuinely are just like really good friends at this point in time. You can tell. Like Trump doesn't laugh like that with anybody.
Astronauts. And now, and again, you do all of this. I would think liberals would love the fact that you have the biggest electric vehicle company in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be adored by the left, you know.
Yeah, not anymore.
Less so these days.
Killed that, huh? Now you're gonna.
It's true though. He used to be loved by him. So did Trump though. Yes, these clips are starting to make the rounds. I'm seeing if there's any more. So yeah, this story out of New York is definitely picking up traction right now. Major development in NYC is New York Governor Hochul about to throw Mayor Adams out of office. The left is doing everything they can to prevent Trump from deporting illegal migrants, criminals in New York City. And the only way they can stop him at this point is to throw Adams out of office. Jeez, man. They are just broken right now. This is incredible to witness. Mind-blowing. Looks like that's all we have right now from the clips from Hannity. So we'll keep an eye on that. You know, I got to say, Elon's got a couple of flaws for sure. Now, I'm not going to hate on him for his flaws and hooking up with crazy chicks. Go for it, Elon. You know, obviously Amber Heard, Ashley St. Clair, he's got like 13 kids. But some of these people, like this Mario guy that he's always retweeting, Ian Miles Chong, and some others, like these guys, this guy lies all the time. This Mario guy lies all the fucking time on social media. So does Ian Miles Chong. Absolute liars. I remember I called this Mario guy out one time and he deleted the tweet. I've seen many others call him out. So he's got a couple of flaws for sure, but you know what? He's still the richest man in the world and he's one of the smartest people in the world. He just lacks picking some good people sometimes. So where are we at? Where are we at here? Get a couple of these. Sammy says, I've been watching for 9 years because you don't make garbage. I've only ever voted for Trump, and I'm a big fan of Elon. I know you like. I know you don't like compliments, so I won't compliment you. Trump train baby. Thank you. No compliments, but I do accept super chat, so I do appreciate it. So Sammy, been watching for 9 years, brother. That's amazing. That really is. Mike Zero Source says, please check out Alex. Is it Boye's American Citizenship? Tell me if you can watch it without being emotional. All right, I'll look into that. Irish Skywalker for $9.99 says Biden won 2020. How about Jeremy likes women? Ryan is a PETA member. Beardo hates Batman and Pokemon. You said Pokemon. It's Pokemon. And Epic Mike likes Andy Warhol. Hail 2016, 2024, and the 199. Thank you. Gay Carpenter says, if you work at the FBI and are currently operating a paper shredder, you need to be in prison. Not a bad take. Steve Owens with a $20 super sticker. Thank you. Appreciate that, brother. Love Dogs says, tomorrow is Kash Patel Day. Let's fucking go. Hail the 199. Has that for sure? Has his confirmation vote been confirmed for tomorrow? If so, I'll have to work on seeing if I can get available for that one. Incel Speedrun for 10 says, on X, I ran into NPCs who still preach the Fauci nonsense. These posts were recent and got thousands of upvotes. Like, holy shit, how do these people operate IRL? We need an executive order for insane asylums. I have to feel like they're probably just paid at this point in time. I can't imagine. Well, I guess I can't imagine that there's normal people that still, I guess, worship at the altar of Fauci, which is the craziest shit ever. Brad Mann says, Trump's so good, he's even making hockey great again. Go Team USA. Let's see. Final Halo 3 says, did you see AF1 do the flyover on Daytona and the Beast doing 2 laps? I saw the Beast doing I saw Air Force One and the Beast. Unfortunately, I sat through that NASCAR race, at least a lot of it, and I ended up disappointed. As a former hardcore NASCAR fan, I don't think I can name more than 10% of the field. I don't know any of these drivers. I know Kyle Busch. I know Jimmy Johnson. I know Denny Hamlin. I know Kyle Larson because he dropped the gamer word, so that makes me like him. He dropped the gamer word and NASCAR suspended him, so I like Kyle Larson. I know like maybe 10 drivers total. Chase Elliott, I know who Chase Elliott is. But yeah, I just couldn't name like most of the field. I had no idea who these fucking people are. It's sad. And then Kyle Busch got taken out, so I lost interest at that point. But I tried to watch because Trump was there. Zeph Gaming, thank you for the member message. Stephen McBride says Lauren Southern is carrying Elon's baby. Wouldn't be surprised. Maximus VT says, where my breeds at? Fantastic Knox says, to be fair, Destiny can't shut up about Charlie Kirk and actual Justice Warrior, who he debated both and lost. But happy to go to Browntown with Fuentes. Hope says, you seen Trump's 60-minute edit versus the unedited, sent it to you on X. I'm glad you brought that up because I bookmarked that earlier and I wanted to look at it. I haven't actually watched it, but I saw this and I've never seen this one, I don't think. Let me see if I can find it. And I don't know when this got released. I don't know if I missed it or if it just got released, but there's a 60-minute edit of, yeah, here we go right here. I have not seen this. So here we go. This is my first time seeing this.
Joe Biden, like you interviewed me. It would be so good. You know what?
You like this, I thought. I
don't mind it. I don't mind it. But when I watch him walk out of a store, he's in the midst of a scandal. His family is corrupt. Okay, he's corrupt. He's a corrupt politician. And he's walking with the ice cream. And the question the media asks him, what kind of ice cream?
So they cut out where he said he's corrupt. Are you fucking kidding me?
He's in the midst of a scandal. His family is corrupt. Okay, he's corrupt. He's a corrupt politician. And he's walking with the ice cream. And the question the media asks him, what kind of ice cream? What flavor ice cream do you have? And he's in the midst of a scandal.
He's not.
And he's taking, of course he is.
No.
How is she gonna? I've seen the parts where she sits there and denies this. It's insane how corrupt the fucking media is to protect the Democrats.
Come on.
Of course he is.
You
See
know,
that?
they had the Senate
So
committee
you're like
Republicans.
big tech. You're protecting him.
Yes.
And everyone is, except for
Yeah, but you're taking something that was investigated
Leslie,
by a
let me ask
Republican
you,
committee.
you think it's okay for the mayor of Moscow's wife to give him millions and millions of dollars, $3.5 million, to give his family $3.5 million? Do you think it's okay for Hunter Biden to say that we're giving the big guy 10% of this massive amount of money they're taking in? Do you think it's okay for all of these horrible things that you've seen where They're getting hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, where China gives them $1.5 billion to manage the family, $1.5 billion, and then he's supposed to negotiate. Let me tell you, it's the second biggest scandal. The biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign.
This is like this criminal level shit to manipulate what the sitting president of the United States of America is saying about his opponent. You are actively lying to the American people. This is election interference. You want to talk about, the threat to our democracy bullshit? That's what this is right here.
They spied on my campaign.
There's no real evidence of that.
Of course there is. It's all over the place. Leslie,
Sir,
they spied on my campaign and they got caught.
Can I say something? This is 60 Minutes. And we can't put on things we can't verify.
You won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't put on things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied on my campaign. It's been totally verified. It's been, just go down and get the papers. They spied on my campaign, they got caught.
No.
And then they went much further than that, and they got caught. And you will see that, Leslie, and you know that, but you just don't want to put it on the air.
As a matter of fact, I don't know that.
Okay.
And you're out
So
there.
why don't you get back to your interview and let's go.
All right. So you said in the briefing room, nobody likes me. It can only be my personality.
I said that jokingly. That is sarcastic. Nobody likes me. It must be my personality. I say it all the time. Nobody likes me. It must be my personality. I say it all the time, Leslie.
You see why they wanted to cut that out? Because it humanizes him. It shows that he has a sense of humor. And they don't want people to think that he has a sense of humor or any self-awareness.
Do you think that your tweets and your name calling are turning people off?
No, I think I wouldn't be here if I didn't have social media because the media is corrupt. In my opinion, the media is corrupt. But the media is fake. And frankly, if I didn't have social media, I'd have no way of getting out my voice.
You know what you told me a long time ago when I asked why you keep saying fake media?
Yeah.
You said to me, I say that because I need to discredit you so that when you say negative things about me, no one will believe.
I don't have to discredit you.
But that's what you told me.
You've discredited yourself.
You told me that.
Leslie, you've discredited yourself. When you say that you're not going to cover Biden, you're going to ask him what flavor ice cream he has, okay?
That's not
Instead
me.
of why did Hunter get $3.5 million from Moscow? Instead of why is an energy company paying your son $183,000 a month or whatever they're paying him, and he has no experience in energy. You discredit yourself. I don't have to discredit you.
So this story about Hunter and his laptop, some repair shop found it. The source is Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani.
I don't know anything about that. I just know it's a laptop, and they haven't.
And you're making this one of the hottest, most important issues in your rallies. I
don't know about
this
the
is the
gentleman you
most
mentioned.
important issue in the country.
It's a very important issue to find out whether or not a man's corrupt who's running for president, who's accepted money from China and from Ukraine and from Russia.
All these
I think
things
that's
have
an
been
important issue.
investigated and
It's incredible the way you can try and say this and sit there and look me in the eye and say it.
A Republican
He accepted
committee.
money, his family, from Russia, from Ukraine.
And do you know what I'm noticing? Like, even as controlling and much of an alpha that Trump always has been, even now in 2025, Donald Trump wouldn't be putting up with this bullshit at all. Like, he would absolutely just be like, I'm the president of the United States and you can shut your mouth and listen to me. Like, he would be doing that. And he's done that in the past too, but he's on a whole another level now. And that's because he's seen them do this for years. All of the lies, all of the bullshit, and it's all being exposed.
From China and from other places.
And
His brother, who didn't have experience, became a big builder in Iraq without experience. Take a look at what's going on, Leslie. And then you say how that shouldn't be discussed.
I'm saying
It's the biggest scandal out there, Leslie.
And you think it's the biggest issue to campaign on?
I think it's one of the biggest scandals I've ever seen, and you don't cover it. You want to talk about,
Well, because it can't be verified.
you want to talk
I'm
about
telling you.
insignificant things.
I'm telling you.
Of course it can be verified. Excuse me,
We
they found the
cannot-
laptop. Leslie,
It can't be
Leslie,
verified.
what can't be verified?
The laptop,
Why do you say that?
because.
Even the
it's
family
verified.
hasn't, the family on the laptop, he's gone into hiding. For 5 days, he's gone into hiding.
He's preparing for your debate.
Oh, it's taken him
This is
5 days to prepare.
insane.
I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay,
All
go
right.
ahead.
Wow. That is astonishing. I can't believe
She would interview Joe Biden.
that we're finally seeing all this. I believe that they did this. I can't believe that we're finally seeing all of it. This is absolutely insane. Holy shit, man. The mainstream media is the enemy of the people. We've been saying that for a long time, and it just gets confirmed over and over and over again every single day. Johnny Lightfoot says we were right. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. That is insane. Wow. Harley Dave 420 says, Jeremy, I've been watching Geeks and Gamers for 14 years. First time super chat. Happy birthday. What's up, Harley freaking Dave? Now y'all turning that one into a meme. There's nothing that the 199 won't meme. There's nothing. That's just what we are. We're just memers. And I respect it. Celebrity Jeremy for 1999 says the mainstream media is as corrupt as they come. They have the worst combination of greed, power, hunger, and mental illness. Well, they're losing the power part. They're losing that, which is very good. We're glad that they finally are losing that part. But they really are. JMNZZ450 says this is the year of exposing hoes and not the way they want to be exposed. LFG. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you here. That is a crazy edit. It's unbelievable, but not surprising. CBGBs for the for a gifted membership. Thank you. Fantastic Knox says, so David Hogg trying to use the DNC to make money through his own super PAC and having Democratic supporters calling him out. Yeah, that was always going to backfire. That was always going to backfire. Not a banned account says, how can you cheer the death of freedom in America? I still haven't figured out if you're a troll or a hater, but either way, I appreciate the money. East Coast Toasted Boy says, also, there were some Trump protesters on the side of the road in Beaufort, South Carolina today. I don't know why they waste their time. Clowns. Your Barmy, but they don't have jobs. They got to find something to do. Your Barmy says, think of the boys that got nailed in that bed. Chad Layton says, Frank Luntz, the living physical embodiment of the American psycho. Got it. Brock just dropped 20 gifted memberships. Swig of water for the working man. Thank you, Brock. Appreciate you. Dropping those F5s in the chat for Brock. Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Let me see. Olympian Products says, how much want to bet Hillary has one of those Oval Offices in her house? She might. Let's see. The Freaky Grunge says, thoughts on the film Eyes Wide Shut, best Tom Cruise movie. I don't know if it's the best Tom Cruise movie. It's been a long time since I watched Eyes Wide Shut. So it was a weird movie for me. It was a long time ago. So I would have to watch that movie again, but I do not think it's the best Tom Cruise movie. If I was to say my favorite Tom Cruise movie is probably, God, what is my favorite Tom Cruise movie? Jerry Maguire's up there. Jerry Maguire's great. Top Gun Maverick is pretty fantastic. I'd need a couple more years before I would say Top Gun Maverick might be the best, but Top Gun Maverick is pretty freaking great. Last Samurai is awesome. Oh boy, here comes the chat with the Tom Cruise movies. Minority Report is great. There's just so many. It's hard to. Jerry Maguire's pick. I love that movie. Jerry Maguire is fantastic. Edge of Tomorrow. The chat's moving way too fast now. Legend, Mission Impossible, War of the Worlds, Black Tigers is A Few Good Men. That is a great movie. The acting in that is absolutely peak. But he's one of the GOATs, man. Collateral, Oblivion. Yeah, that's wild. There's so many. So, Southeastern Kaiju says, so Elon is just stealing a black man's idea. Mike Zero Source says, my last chat of the night. Could you watch Alex Boyer's America the Beautiful on your off time? Just give it a chance. I will check it out. Mike Zero Source off time. I'm not wearing my glasses. It's all good. I knew what you were saying. Commodore Fan says, as a lifelong NASCAR fan, Bubba Wallace was one of the worst things to happen to the sport. Caused fans like me to stop watching. F him and the FBI. I agree. Bubba Wallace is he's like a legitimate cancer to NASCAR. He just is. Phil Floyd says, reading Peter Navarro's book talking about Trump's 1.0 staff, all traitors to snakes. Trump 2.0 will be 100 times better. Jason JJJ says, no, prison, public deletions, fight me. Commodore fan says, Trump's lack of experience as a politician really hurt him as 45, and he's admit that on Joe Rogan, and now he's making up for it big time. Absolutely. Shorty Short says, did you see Marco destroy Margaret on Meet the Press? I heard about that one. If somebody can tag me in that one, I don't have that one bookmarked, but I did hear about that one. Let's see. Death Doom says, Trump 2016 equals Titanfall 2, Biden 2020 equals Concord, Trump 2025 equals Fortnite. I appreciate what you're saying there, but Titanfall 2 is better than Fortnite. It just is. Titanfall 2 is better than Fortnite. So I'd have to put Fortnite as Trump 2016, and then Titanfall 2 is Trump 2025. Titanfall 2 is superior to Fortnite, like in every way, except for the fact that it's unplayable because Respawn sucks. But Titanfall 2 is like one of the greatest to me, it's the best first-person shooter ever made in terms of online multiplayer. But I appreciate what you're trying to say there. Dougie B for 50. Hey, Jeremy, been watching Geeks Gamers since 1997. First time super chatting, and it's my hamster's birthday. God. Now your hamsters are getting birthday shout outs in the super chats. Whoo! Welcome to the 199, where the memes just continue to flow, and all we're doing is hanging on for the ride. Max K says, did you hear about all the lefties suffering from Elon derangement? Yes, I did. Kylito's Corner says, forget Bubba Wallace. Joey Logano is a huge clown. 199. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Joey Logano. Mitchell Field says, imagine if her removing the New York mayor for adding ICE was considered interfering, and she was arrested for interfering with ICE. I like it. Terry says, anyone that obstructs deportation should be deported as well because they are traitors. Agreed. Q Spark says, whatever happened to the hostages in Gaza? I'm not sure. I mean, some were released, but I don't know. I don't know how many. Commodore Fan says, Arca Racing is better with Cletus and Camelot. Bionic Sasquatch says, FYI, Antifa is at it again in Seattle, hiding in the crowd of protesters today. Vault 95 says, it was Beardo smacking Ashley's calendar. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Her calendar off the wall. We have to find that clip. That's a good clip. Thanks for all the fish says, history will look at 00 to 23 at least very unkindly, and blame will be squarely on the legacy media. Our descendants will wonder how we allowed it. It's true. Southeastern Kaiju says, Leslie Stahl, cognitive dissonance, a case study. John freaking Murdoch, 450. Says, hey, Jeremy, I've been watching since 199. My cat ate my hamster, so oh well. Happy Trump Day. I'm sorry to hear about that. That is the proper response, though. How long you been watching Geeks and Gamers? since 199. Because one of my standard things when I do the meetup and I meet people, one of my standard things to say is like, hey man, how long have you been watching, the channel? Only a few people said since 199. That's where like that's the answer. That's where that's the people that are in the live streams all the time. So how long have you been watching Geeks and Gamers? Since 199. That's the answer right there. A few people said it. Brock for 20 says the pet rock has been watching since 99. 47 days ago was my birthday. Going to start watching the next week. Going to start watching the next week, Brock. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. You guys are insane. What the hell is going on around here? Olympian Products says, Jeremy, great job covering the Ashley St. Clair drama, but I still haven't seen you answer the question. We're all wondering, smash or pass? Ashley St. Clair, smash. I mean, I'm putting a raincoat on, clearly. But yeah. Guinea Pig with a fanny pack says, hey, Jeremy, since you've proven over and over again that you have no hair, you should get a beautiful golden Trump wig. It would match your camo Crocs. Let's see. Dorian McLeod says, a great movie is The Dreamers, Eva Green. Packing Proton says, I'd ask for my birthday shout out for my deaf, blind, dead monkey, but he couldn't hear you anyway. Big Old Ball says Jeremy Special Forces got the OK Mexico. Is there somebody tag me on Twitter? I'm gonna look into it. Harley Dave for 20 says Jeremy been watching Geeks and Gamers for 199 years. Still have the original parchment letter that you sent with your wax seal. First time super chat. Also still collecting Social Security. Happy birthday, Laughing Man. Where's Laughing Man been? I got to hang out with Laughing Man in Orlando. It was pretty cool. He's a cool dude, man. So shout out to Laughing Man. Eric K says, Jeremy said to Can Man and I, how do you know if I'm not gay if I do not try it? So I'll try it. Seemed gay to us, and we did not buy his BS. Fantastic Knox says, guess the protest for the Hamasols isn't the go-to protest no more. Much like the Ukraine protest. Now it's about the illegals. Doge Musk. Will of the Fans. What's up, Will of the Fans? I started watching when The Last Jedi was just out and needed answers for my why I hated it. Fortunately, Jeremy hated it too. And here I am 7 years later. That's cool, man. Hey, that's not the story that they'll tell you, though, man. All the people that hate me, they were like, Jeremy capitalized off all the hate. And I'm like, I'm not saying I was the first, but I was pretty early to the party on The Last Jedi hate. I don't know if anybody was ahead of me in terms of like getting any relevancy on YouTube, but the people that hate me, they say Jeremy liked The Last Jedi at first, and then he saw all of the traction, and it's such revisionist history because that is not what happened at all, and these fucking people just love to lie. But like I don't think that there were any other prominent YouTuber, and I wasn't a prominent YouTuber, but my videos were getting traction, big time traction. That's the first time I got traction because I was one of the first people that was calling out The Last Jedi. Will of the Fans right there. You're doing a great job too, man. So, Grant Potato says, I've been watching it since the Stone Age. It's my pet Velociraptor's birthday. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Andrew CR for 20, I think. Hey, Jeremy, been watching since 199 when we used to send super chats with small, what is it? Papyrus? What is that? And pigeons. Good old times. Jesus. What is happening to my stream right now? This is supposed to be a respectable stream, and you guys are just memeing it to hell. There are people right now in their homes watching with their TV, expecting hard-hitting news. Okay? And you guys are doing this. What are we doing? Nullface says, chat, say a prayer for camping YouTuber Matthew, is it Posa's dog, Monty, undergoing surgery. Prayers up. Hey, prayers up. Animals, dogs, our family. I that's not like BS. Like, I think dogs are okay. I was watching a show the other day. What was I watching? I was watching a show on Netflix, and it was about a murder mystery. And of course, like somebody got killed. Okay. But they showed a dog that got killed. And I'm like, bro, and let the people die in the show. Do not hurt the dog. I don't need to see that. Dogs are everything. All right. So prayers up for that YouTuber's dog going into surgery. Jacoby Monsoon for $100. Hi, Jeremy. It's not my birthday, but it's the anniversary of that time I dropped a deuce that looked like my cousin. I gave it to him. He liked it. What? This is why I don't get sponsors. This is why I don't get sponsors. Who would sponsor this? Who would sponsor this? Thank you for the $100. Dorian says, Jeremy, you're not just a fig, but the whole tree. Black Kane says, never watched before. This is my 100th super chat, and it's your birthday. Hail the 199. Praise Ira, you fig. Just getting all of it out there, huh? Vault 95 says, been watching Geeks and Gamers since 199 BC. T1S says, just wanted to say your stream thumbnail is a work of art. 199. Thank you. Thank you. With the OK symbol, which again, if you listen to the clowns, they'll say that's the symbol of white supremacy. But that's a 4chan meme. But the clowns always do this. They always just walk right into it. Let me see if there's any like, let's see here. Okay, what is that? Oh, that's seeing if there's any news. Okay, we got that one. Oh, here we go. Look at here. Acting head of Social Security Administration resigns after dispute with Elon Musk's DOGE. Let's freaking go. That's what I voted for right there. Get out. Get out. We don't want you here. Get out. It's glorious. Gosh, I love it. I mean, this is what we want. We want all of these corrupt individuals out. We want them in the real world. Now, I don't know if it's like this anymore, but back in my day, when I was working retail and I had a real job, you actually had to work. You actually worked because you wanted to keep your job. We actually had some standards. And if we didn't meet those standards, then they would get rid of us and replace us with someone that would do the job. That's what we want from these people that are involved in government. We want them to have standards and work towards those standards. This is not complicated. This is how things are supposed to work. And it's good to see that these people are crumbling under the pressure. Linko Kenobi for $100. What's up, Jeremy? Love everything that's been happening ever since Trump got inaugurated, and it's been glorious. Been watching since you reviewed the Batwoman pilot trailer. Wondering if you got info on FNT Meetup. Love being a podcaster. Hail the 199. The Batwoman pilot trailer. I'm trying to remember that one. Was that the one where there was one that I was doing yard work. I ran it because somebody texted me and said that this trailer dropped. I ran in with I had boots on, I had my hat backwards, and everybody was freaking out because like they saw my hair. And I was just like, I ran in here to do a reaction. And I think that might have been it. But that's awesome, Linko Kenobi. And that's the whole thing. I'm doing more stuff over on Geeks and Gamers now. So my individual uploads, I'm doing more of those. That'll gain us subscribers. A lot of people don't have time to sit through 2 and 3 hour live streams. So doing, 5 to 10 minute videos, that's going to open us up to, a different audience. It's going to obviously give the audience that watches the live streams. It'll give you guys something to watch, but it'll also give other people that have more stuff going on. They don't have time to sit through the live stream, and it'll gain subscribers. That's the point. So I can't wait. Mark of Reality says 4.7 trillion. That's why we can't have nice things. It's true. It's damn true. Black Tiger says chances are Charmin would sponsor you. We actually do have a few ad reads. I don't want to use, so I'm using all of like any ads that we have. I'm doing that for Geeks and Gamers. I don't want to do those for CobraCast. They have to pay me a lot of money if they want to be sponsored on CobraCast. But with Geeks and Gamers and what we're trying to do, it helps like from a budget standpoint of what we're trying to do. So we are doing some ad reads over there, but I'm not doing anything specifically for CobraCast. They've asked me about that. I'm like, you got to offer a lot more than that. The people run CobraCast, not sponsors. The people run this show. Mike Zero Source says, check out Togo. If you like dogs, you'll love this movie. I'm going to bed now. Get some rest, man. Get some rest. Mitchell Field says, hey, Jeremy, I've been watching since the word was flat and Panda Express still served panda meat. P.S. Remember, the ducks in the park are free. Alex Jones, thank you. Shadow Sand says, I've been here since the throwdown in Toontown. That is long time ago. The throwdown in Toontown on the High Council. That was a long time ago. That was a fucking crazy stream right there. Olympian Products says, for the record, I've been watching since little Alex put out This Week in Clickbait. He blocked me on Twitter for following you. Hail the 199. I remember that. So the backstory here is Alex from Star Wars Explained. He put out a video. This is when I had like 15, 20,000 subscribers on Geeks and Gamers. Alex from Star Wars Explained had a big YouTube channel. He puts out a video basically putting me on blast. And he put me on blast and he put Star Wars Theory on blast. But he used me as kind of like the entry point so he could go to the bigger fish, which was Star Wars Theory. I got mad about it, but I took it in stride because I am very much, I just feel like there's a process to things. I played sports growing up. I understand the roasting process. So I was like, look, maybe it's because I'm like the new kid on the block. Maybe these are just like the growing pains you have to go through. You got to take your lumps. And so I owned it. I'm like, hey man, you put me on blast. You called me out. All good. Yada, yada, yada. I took the high road on it. And he thanked me for that. Cool. He claimed he wasn't going to do This Week in Clickbait anymore. It was like, it's just a one-off, man. I just had some things I had to get off my chest. I was like, all good, man. Next week, this motherfucker comes out with another This Week in Clickbait video and he has merch. And at that point, I got mad. I was like, okay, fuck you. I'm not playing nice anymore. So I uploaded a video and I think that I dropped like 100 F-bombs in this video. And I did not threaten him. I want to be clear. I did not threaten him. All I said was that there's going to be a day that you're going to cross paths with me and you won't have a keyboard to hide behind and you won't have your subscribers to hide behind and you're going to have to look me in my eye and have a conversation with me. That's what I said. The video got age restricted. I'd never had a video age restricted. And I got nervous because I didn't know what age restriction meant. And I was like, oh my God, my channel's going to get in trouble. Long story short, I did confront him at Star Wars Celebration and he ran like a little girl. There's eyewitnesses to this. I confronted many people at that Star Wars Celebration and I actually did, there were a couple people that we actually worked out our differences. He ran like a little girl because he is a little girl. And I tried to confront him. I tried to work out setting up a meeting with him. He wouldn't talk to me directly. He had another big YouTuber as like a middle ground of like, so I had to communicate with this other YouTuber and then that other YouTuber would then take what I was saying and communicate that to him. He wouldn't just talk to me directly. So yeah, just absolutely pathetic. Long story short, that's how me and Star Wars Theory got to become friends though. So, but that's man, you guys are bringing up history now. John freaking Murdoch with 10 gifted memberships. Let's freaking go. Thank you, John. Harley Dave says, Jeremy been watching since last week. First super chat. Still wondering if you actually ever worked retail. Happy birthday to Ripperson and Angel Studios. The Angel Studios announcement from Ripperson is crazy. Congratulations to Rippa and his team. That is awesome, man. Lying Dog Face Pony Soldier with the gifted membership. Thank you. Mark of Reality says, Congress, we need to raise taxes again so we can meet the budget requirements. American people, what happened to the $4.7 trillion we gave you? 100%. Grant Potato says, been watching since the world was a disc on a back of elephants on the back of a giant turtle. That's a long time. That's a long time. I appreciate that. Let's see. What is this? Rins Vistro fertilization? Jeremy, what can you say? Leave the world behind. What can you say on leave the world behind? I don't know what that's in reference to. I need more details. Fantastic Knox says little girls are more braver than Star Wars explained guy. Yeah, they're the worst, man. Sammy says, are you talking about Florida or California? I mean, California. East Coast Toasted Boy says that's 11 years, you fig. But I guess that's why we can't, what we can expect from the inbred education system. Can't even math. Just look at the chromosomes. All right, let's see. Van says the meme war started back in 2007 with Ron Paul fighting to end the Fed. Only the 199 stayed on course the last decade. Oracle of Doom says it's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me. Hail the 199. That is a quote from Batman Begins. Act Natural says they're going to find the dead voters. Thanks for all the fishes. Fraud seems to rub the left the wrong way, but I wonder how the term embezzlement works because that's essentially what it is. Unbelievable. Jimmy Gomez says, let's see. Jesus likes figs. He cursed on a tree for not having any fruit and it died. Jeremy, keep being that sweet fig we all got to love to gobble. Beardo's gay. What? Obama's movie? I don't know any. I didn't. Is that the one that was on Netflix? That Obama was? I have not seen it, so I know nothing about it. Flag Ninja says first time super chat. It's also the first birthday of my birthday. That is impressive. That is impressive, Flag Ninja. So we appreciate that. Let me see. Mod Eric says play the video of Pastors getting off the plane in Cobra. It's insane. Yeah, I actually I had that pulled up for earlier and I forgot to go back to it. Right here. Here we go. Check this out. So if you guys are not aware, there was a Delta flight that crashed today. I'm not sure if everybody is aware of this because when I mentioned a plane crash earlier, a few of you did not know about this. So there was a Delta Airlines flight that crashed in Toronto, Canada today. It crashed upside down. It's insane. And from what I understand, there no one died unless there's a new update. There was nobody died, but there were several injuries from what I understand. So there's quite a few videos out there, but right here, new footage shows passengers walking on the ceiling to escape the Delta jet that crashed in Toronto, Canada. Don't take a video. Put that phone away. A flight attendant it could be heard saying. Here's what we know. 15 people, including a child, were injured. At least 2 are in critical condition. The Toronto area has been experiencing high wind speeds. 80 people were on board and evacuated. No casualties.
Everything, drop it. Come on. Don't take your video. Take that phone away.
No. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh my fucking God. Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Oh my God. Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Holy fuck.
That is mind-blowing. I have to watch this again.
Don't take your video. Take that phone away.
No. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Oh my fucking God. Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Oh my God. Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Holy fuck.
I can't even comprehend that. I can't even comprehend it. I don't know if this is the same video or if this is a different one.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down. Fire department's on site. Upside down. Everybody, most people appear to be okay. We're all getting off. Some smoke going on.
That is incredible. I can't even process this. I mean, I cannot process this at all. I don't understand how that happened. I don't understand how you explain this. This is amazing. It's a miracle that anyone survived. And I know people have to fly, so I'm not in the business of trying to scare people on like flying. I'm just saying for me, this is why I don't fly. Is this another one? All right, here, hang on. Right here. Uh-oh.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane crashed. It's upside down. Fire department's on site. Upside down. Everybody, most people appear to be okay.
High wind flipped it. Yeah, I mean, because didn't they say like winds are about 80 miles an hour or something like that? It's just, and I get it, man. Like statistically speaking, flying's the safest way to go. It really is. Like statistically speaking, if you look, like, I don't know, there's so many people that die in car accidents every single day. I get it. But I know how to drive. And that's what I look at. I look at the statistics of I know how to drive. My hands are on the wheel and I control the situation. And I'm very much, I'm a very aware driver when I'm on the road because driving is serious. And let's just be real. Let's call a spade a spade. There's a lot of stupid ass people on the road that can't drive. And it doesn't matter where you are. I've driven all over this country. Everywhere thinks that they have the dumbest drivers. And I'm just telling you, dumb drivers exist everywhere. There are an incredible amount of stupid drivers on the road everywhere you go. And that's what makes driving dangerous, is avoiding the stupid people on the road. And there is way too many stupid people on the road. Terrifying amount in fact. So let me see. Flag Ninja, I got that one. Hailstorm! Been watching since before the gay handlebar mustache appeared. Everybody's upset because I didn't shave. Now I'm just probably going to let it grow out now. Obama's movie had planes falling out of the sky. Yeah, I know that about like the premise of it, but I haven't seen it, so I don't really know. Market Reality says 4.7 trillion. Why the F are we paying income taxes? I apologize if I sound repetitive, but I'm kind of pissed about this. I hope I'm not the only one. I don't know. Oh, you're not. You're not. I mean, I think everybody's questioning that. Why are we paying taxes? Explain this to me. There's no rational reason that we should be paying income taxes. None. And I still need clarification. No tax on super chats. That's what I think no tax on tips means. No tax on super chats. But look, at least we got this guy back in office, okay? At least this guy's back in office. Here we go.
President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal. And translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And the translator goes, And Trump goes, tell him.
Translate. Yes.
Tell him what I said. Tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite.
I love this story so much, dude. This is so good. This is classic Trump right here, baby. Of course, Twitter and stupid video. Come on, Twitter. Don't do this to me.
A satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
I can't keep playing the music because it'll probably get me hit. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Noons says, I guess this is the year to catch feelings and not flights. Hail the 199. Listen, I'll just say this, and I am not. It kind of pisses me off that I'm not sponsored by a company that I'm about to give a shout out to people. I guarantee you there's a ton of people that have never heard of this company, but no, I'm not sponsored, but I'm doing this for the people. If you are looking to rent a vehicle, don't rent from Enterprise and all this other bullshit. Go to Turo, Turo, download the app. That's where I rent vehicles from. You're renting personal vehicles from everyday people. Look at the ratings. Don't be like Quarter Black Garrett. And Quarter Black Garrett's an absolute retard. He goes and gets an Airbnb, doesn't look at the reviews, doesn't verify anything. And of course he gets there and he got scammed. What an idiot. But yeah, so Turo, Turo. I rent vehicles when I go on road trips. That's what I do. I rent vehicles. I rent, and I always look for somebody that has like at least 10 to 20 reviews and make sure that they have high reviews and good feedback. Quarter Black Garrett will just rent whatever, because he doesn't care about that. So I'm never going to start roasting him on that. I was talking to him in Orlando and I'm like, so what happened? How did you get scammed? He goes, I said, did you look at the reviews? And he goes, no. I'm like, you didn't look at the reviews? Like, what is wrong with you? You didn't verify anything? I mean, listen, I don't know. Maybe it's because he's quarter black, but I always worry about what type of neighborhood I'm going to be in when I get an Airbnb. So I have to verify a few things. Okay. But I guess if you're quarter black, you don't have to worry about that. I'm like, how do you not verify that? Harley Dave says no tax on strip clubs. There you go. No tax on strip clubs. Linko Kenobi for 50 says, what's up, guys? I'm going to get some shut-eye because I got to wake up early doing 14 articles, hoping to shrink them down to 10. I have 416 subscribers. I'm less than 85 subs to go. Good night, everyone. Hail Cobra and the 199. So you need 85 to get to 500. Linko Kenobi. Delta Entertainment needs 85. I think we could get you there. I think we can get you there, buddy. Hail to Linko Kenobi. Keep up the good work, brother. Proud of you, man. Let's see. Harley Day says, Jeremy, we actually have several people in the 199 who have been or still are aircraft rescue firefighters, including myself. Although out of all of them, today is Doug Hamster's birthday. Hail to, we got a lot of great people, man. We got a lot of awesome people. Chat mods, a few people in the chat are wanting links. His links link. I didn't know how to say that. Linko Kenobi's link. So feel free to drop it if you guys can track that down. Thank you, Harley. Nico says, I took acting class in 2010 and Tom Hanks showed up as a guest, and it was weird because he had a SS type of security detail with him, like a politician. He probably gets that U.S. AIDS money. Also, hail the 199. Hail Nico. You remember, I'm old enough to remember when Tom Hanks was actually respected. Like when Tom Hanks, when Saving Private Ryan and all of that, he actually was respected. Not anymore. Not anymore. In fact, I would say his respect has again. So I don't know if it's a generational thing, but yeah, he actually was highly respected back during the Saving Private Ryan, the Forrest Gump days. He was obviously in Toy Story. He was a top, like he was respected back then, like Denzel Washington is respected now. He really was. And he has fallen far. He has fallen big time now. So there you go. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit. He's a horrible person. Is this a... All right, yeah, more clips are being shown, but it's the same clips of that Elon and let's see. Hey, look, I can't defend this, guys. It's over. They finally have Trump dead to rights. It's over. Ladies and gentlemen, they got Trump. They got Trump. I can't defend this man anymore. I can't defend Trump anymore. Can't do it. Like, it's obvious now. Damn. Pack it up, boys. It's over. It's over. We're done. We had a good run. Trump 2025 comes to an end, but good job, Trump. We appreciate all your work, but it's over now, man. It's over. So that's tough. It's like, finding out Santa Claus not real or something, even though he is real. Santa Claus is real. Just saying, like, or you know what? It's like when I found out wrestling wasn't real, you just stand there and you're like, Hulk Hogan and Macho Man weren't really fighting. And then you find out they actually were really fighting. They actually were. And that's the redemption arc. Okay. You find out, you're like, hey son, this is all pre-planned out. My dad's sitting there talking to me. Like, what do you mean? Hulk Hogan and Macho Man are friends, Jeremy. They're not really fighting. No, they're not fighting over Elizabeth. The mega powers exploded. No, son. It's all acting. It's all rehearsed. And I'm like, no. And then later in life, you find out, oh, actually, Macho Man did hate Hulk Hogan, and he was protective over Miss Elizabeth. You're like, yeah, I knew it was real. It's still real to me, damn it. All right. So what is this? Nope. All right. There's way too much going on. Harley Dave says, Jeremy, commercial planes are not supposed to land upside down. But I would say, are you supposed to be flying where there's 80 miles an hour winds in the area? If that was the case. Flag Ninja says, it's times like this I wish I didn't live underneath the flight path of an international airport. I hear you on that one. Renz says, leave the world behind is a message to the deep state. When did that come out? I have to look that one up. I mean, I heard about it. Randy Savage lies them young to me. Likes. Randy Savage, yeah, I mean, well, if you know the lore, I mean, apparently he hooked up with Stephanie McMahon. That's part of the internet. The IWC discusses that a lot. Never been confirmed. Mitchell Field says, ex-Air Force, not a pilot. It looks like a standard landing was tried, but it flipped at or near contact with the ground and broke the wing as it rotated. That actually makes sense. T1S says, wind must have been blowing harder than Kamala trying to move up the political ladder. Grant Potato says, I know Jeremy's eyebrows went. He used them for the mustache. Aaron James says, well, it's apparent what happened. The wings fell off. That's rare for an airplane. Wings aren't supposed to fall off. But in this case, wings fell off. John Kennedy, something I never really thought about. What are any of the taxes in other countries? And with all of these DOGE cuts, we shouldn't pay taxes anymore. I agree. And I feel like that's what this is leading up to. I do believe that Trump wants to get rid of taxes. I do. Chris Gonzalez says, I appreciate the Chaircast jump scare. Throw Easter eggs in the background so we can find it whenever it cuts to it. Granola Grin says, who wants a mustache ride? Alex McCarthy says, ironically, Tom Hanks is related to me. Uh-oh. That's probably kind of scary. I don't know. Got to be careful there, Alex. Why are all these stupid NASCAR videos showing up? This is where you know everything's listening. Now I got just NASCAR videos showing up in my feed. So, and I don't want them. So I'm just going to continue to ignore them. I watched one NASCAR race for the first time in God knows how long, and now I got all these NASCAR videos showing up. Let me make sure there was nothing else we were going to talk about tonight. Thank you guys for still being here. I mean, we've had an awesome night. We peaked at over 4,000 just on here on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys being here. It's been an awesome stream, and this show just continues to get better and better. What is this? This lady must be broken. Hang on, right here. This lady is suffering from a bad case of Trump, Musk, and DOGE derangement syndrome.
Nazis are in control of our government.
No, they're not. You know they're not. Trump's not a Nazi, neither is Elon. Elon's our favorite African-American immigrant. Elon's an African-American. You don't like African-Americans?
No, not that one.
Oh, my God.
Not that one. Trump is Hitler reincarnated.
Everybody is Hitler, though, to the left, right?
Huh?
Everyone is Hitler to the left. Like, everyone you don't like is Hitler, right?
I'm not even talking to you.
I was wondering if this was an act, but I don't think it is.
Do you agree with DOGE? The Department of Government?
No, I do not agree with those.
You don't like them finding the fraud in our government?
They slaughtered our government in 3 weeks' time.
But I think our government should be slaughtered. They've raped and pillaged and stole from us for 100 years. They've printed our money into devaluation. Our dollar's worth nothing anymore.
You're going to get that money? Who do you think's going to get that money? It's the rich people that are stealing it that are going to get that money.
What I want to do is audit those rich people that are stealing it. And the rich people are all in our government.
The first thing they did was fire all the auditors when they went in there.
But the auditors are the ones that are responsible for the corruption because they've allowed the fraud for 100 years. Isn't that crazy? I think they're all corrupt, both sides. And I think that the full thing should be audited and shut down.
Well, they already did it.
I know. So you're happy, right?
Thanks to your buddy Trump.
You love Trump. Deep down, you love Trump. Deep down, you love him.
You'll be talking like that in another year.
What does that mean?
Wait.
Wait for what? What are we waiting on? Hey, Jesus loves you.
Holy crap. And then we got this one right here. I haven't seen this video. Capitol Police arrest anti-Elon Musk protester who sprayed paint in a Trump supporter's face.
Oh, spray painting is free speech, my ass. You're going to jail, bro. Lucky I don't want to go to jail. You and Tifa. You think it's all right to spray paint somebody, bro? Hey,
this guy just came up and spray painted him and his camera and everything.
This guy in the hoodie right here. Stop. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Lock him up, baby.
Over here with me. Drop the bag down. You send to a search. Put the bag down. Right back to this bag. All right. It's blue. It's all over my phone. Stay right here. All over my glasses. All over the side of my head.
So you guys found? You get on recording?
I was pointed away from him, but it's all over my phone, all over my glasses.
You have it on you?
I have it on my video.
These people need to be held accountable. Like, this guy doesn't need to just spend the night in jail. Like, that's assault. It's a straight up assault. Like, hold these people accountable.
Smile.
There we go.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
What? These people are fucking broken, dude. They're absolutely broken. But I'm glad to see that this clown got arrested. He deserves it. As do the rest of them. And there's going to be more and more of them. They're mentally broken beyond belief, and it's only gonna get worse. It ain't gonna get better. We're gonna continue to see them lashing out, and we have to be smarter than them. We have to be more controlled than them, because this is the game that they are constantly playing, and you can't walk into their trap. You got to let them fuck everything up, them step over the line. Speaking of broken people, dude dressed as chicks have arrived to protest at the Capitol. The Trump administration is so screwed. Yeah, this is over. It's over for the Trump administration, boys.
Charles, oh my gosh, here I am at the protest at 5051. It is so exciting to be down here with so many people fighting the good fight and doing the good things, darlings. We have to get to the streets, make our voices heard, and don't forget, darlings, while you're doing it, stay gorgeous.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. What just happened?
Jeez. What was that? What the hell was even that? Some scary stuff, man. I don't even know how to respond. Democrats want to cancel President's Day? What is this?
All right, so the headline here is presidential historian says President's Day is ridiculous. We should scrap it. What do you mean?
It is a little bit silly. I mean, we have had some real duds, so I'm not sure we really want to be celebrating all presidents. And the tradition actually comes from celebrating birthdays, which is a celebration that we inherited from celebrating the king. And I'm just not sure that that's exactly what we want. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that we necessarily want to celebrate the people. I think that we want to have a certain respect for the office. I totally get that. And some have done extraordinary things, but by celebrating all of them, I do think it causes us to think of the president as somehow other, when in reality, they are a citizen just like everyone else.
So you mentioned this earlier in the show, the idea that Trump posted something just over the weekend where he quoted Napoleon Bonaparte-esque, saying, "He who saves his country does not violate any law." It feels like exactly the example of what you're saying we should push against.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think if we think of a president as someone to celebrate just because they exist, which is what the king was, and that's why they celebrated the king's birthday, then it does evolve into that argument that they can do no wrong.
All right.
Fuck these people.
Holy shit. Wow. Next level broken, man. Like next level broken. Oh no. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what we're about to listen to, but I have a feeling you're not going to like it. I don't know who this is, but I don't think you're going to like it. Okay? I haven't heard it yet. All I know is the headline says, I regret to inform you that another cringe song about Donald Trump and Elon Musk has dropped.
Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Trump is not a king. Trump is not a king. Trump is not a king. Never turning back. Never turning back. Stop the fascists now. Stop the fascists now. Stop
got the fascists now. Never turning back. Never turning back.
Oh, God.
Mandate is a lie. Mandate is a lie. Mandate is a lie. Never turning back. Never turning back.
There's still a minute to go. There's still a minute to go.
Oust the Musk regime. Oust the Musk regime. Oust the Musk regime. Never turning back. Never turning back. Send them all to Mars. Send them all to Mars. Send them all to Mars. Never turning back. 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 Never turning back.
I can only drop gifted memberships as an apology, so that's what I'm about to do. I can only drop gifted memberships. I don't know what else to do. So I'm gonna drop gifted memberships as an apology. That's all I can do. So there. That's all I could do. There's the gifted memberships. And there's some Sydney Sweeney. So there we go. That's all I can do. That's all we can do. I don't know. I don't even know if Sydney Sweeney works. I don't even know. I don't even know if that works. That was awful. It's really ALX's fault. Like, it's really ALX's fault. Holy shit. Like, what was that? This is so bad, dude. I can't believe this shit. Woo. Good Lord. Good Lord. That was awful. Alex McCarthy got that one. Jack Flack says, every other city we go, every other video, no matter where I go, I see the same hoe. I had to drop that one for actually St. Clair the other day. Old school Tupac song right there. Look at that. Noons for 20 gifted memberships. Thank you, Noons. Appreciate you. Hail to you and hail to the chat. That was rough, man. First, it was funny. But then there was like, that was tough. That was tough, though. So, man, thank you for the 20. Really appreciate you. Let's see. Jeremy's broken the chat today, says Harley Dave. Thank you, Harley Dave. Warbringer says, I learned wrestling wasn't real when I was watching a Bulls game on TV, and my dad, the camera, panned to where Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes were sitting together watching the game. Yeah, it was funny, man. Veronit says that he looks like the Martian disguised as a woman in the movie Mars Attacks. Andrew CR says next Dan Vask viral meme metal cover. Shadow Sand says you owe us Sweeney after that. I delivered. Good Lord, that was awful. Fantastic Knox says all these anti-wall protesters really like their wall around their protesters and won't let anyone outside their wall to talk about anti-wall protesters. Isn't that how it works? The Hazmat 221 says, I know I'm late, but the deep state is going to weaponize the Elon story as well. Desperate media, just as DOGE was hitting its stride. This feels planned. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The Ashley St. Clair story is wild, and none of it's really adding up either. Eric K says Soros DAs will let those criminals go, no charge. Lean Back says, I'm a few minutes behind on stream. A quartering tailwind can flip a plane over on final approach. It's a miracle the fuel didn't explode on impact. Everybody's lucky, man. Everybody. Andrew CR says you should watch BVS as punishment for this crap. That's too harsh now. That's too harsh. Gear Masters has been watching you since I landed on Mars. Never turning back, never turning back. Hell yeah. That's what's up. Where we at? Mitchell Field says, look, it's the chick from Mars Attacks. Big Old Ball says, you see the protest dummy Trump in being dragged. I did not see that one. Nico says, thank God every day for President Trump. Fantastic Knox, they're trying too hard to be folklore singers. Lame. Mr. Peckerwood says, need to have AI make a video of John Denver singing that song. Jake Skywalker, I demand Sydney Sweeney. Kremlin says, Jeremy, just say no to crack. Sally Ito says, you owe me medical money for my ears. Breezy's Comics and Collectibles, turn the song off now, please. All caps. Booming Bob says, I'd rather watch Snake Eyes a second time than watch that again. I actually agree. Flag Ninja says, mod lives matter. Chat lives matter after that one. Stitch says, your mods are all going to leave after playing that song, Jeremy. Golden Nugget says, never turning back. God, so bad. Coalesce says, what did we do to deserve this torture? Keith says, I despise you right now for that. Mitchell Field's song, still better than The Last Jedi. It's debatable. Giggles and Bits says, never turning back, never turning back. Hope says, the Taliban was right. Singing was a mistake. Ban it. And we're all caught up. Let's see. Mod Eric says, you should have to watch the Batman after that song. BVS is not punishment enough. I like the Batman more than BVS. I like the Batman more than BVS. I think somebody was asking me what the background cover is. That's Interstellar, my favorite movie. I don't know why, but like Interstellar videos have been showing up in my feed. I've been watching all these breakdowns on Interstellar, and I love that movie more and more as time goes on. And yeah, I can't get enough of it. So my favorite movie of all time, never changing either. It just gets better and better with time. But anyway, all right. Thank you guys so much. Really do appreciate it. We've had a great stream, great crowd here tonight. On that note, since we're talking about movies really quick, if you guys have not, you should go over to Criticless. You can follow me if you want, but there's Epic Mike actually on my feed right there. But Criticless, we're actually involved with what they're doing over here. Movie reviews, TV reviews, community, it's a social media site for movies and television, and hopefully we're going to open it up to video games down the road. It's got the complete database for movies and television shows. Apple and Android apps. You can go download those apps for free. I'm telling you, the app is fantastic. You're going to love it. The notifications are great. You're not going to be censored over there. And I'm loving it. And I'm loving the discussions going on over there as well. And it looks like Epic Mike is reviewing. What is he reviewing? Right? Oh, Fight Club. I would actually agree with this. I'm going to give him a like on that one. That's a good Fight Club's a fantastic movie. So I'll agree with that. So here's the feed. Here's Captain America. Brave New World's got a 33% over there. Well earned 33%. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, 98% from Mike, and the average is 97%. You know what? I'll do my review right now in front of everybody. And you know what it's going to be? 100%. This is The Fellowship of the Rings. Well, it's boom. There it is. 100% for the Fellowship of the Ring. And I mean, that to me, that's the greatest trilogy ever made. So Fellowship is the best. I mean, I like all of them. So you've got Fellowship, you got Two Towers. So we'll do Two Towers. Let's see here. I'll give that one 100%. Add my review, 100%. And then we'll do Return of the King, which is, of course, 100%. Return of the King, 100%. And that's got a 98 overall. So let's see, add my review, 100%. Boom. There we go. So that's not my favorite trilogy, but the Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy ever made. It's the best set of movies ever made, in my opinion. They just are. They're the best movies ever made. Not my favorite. I can separate my favorite from the best. Interstellar's my favorite movie. The Lord of the Rings, Return of the Kings, those are the best movies ever made. So, but thank you guys so much. And again, go over to Criticlist if you're interested. Appreciate all of your support over on Locals. We've got Grapthar's Hammer says apparently Trump's top 5 favorite movies: The Good, The Bad, and the Ugly, Citizen Kane, Goodfellas, The Godfather, and Gone with the Wind, and a bonus movie, Bloodsport. Really? So let me repeat that one more time. Apparently, this is Donald, and this is a link to a yahoo.com entertainment top 5 Trump movies: The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, Citizen Kane, Goodfellas, The Godfather, and Gone with the Wind, and a bonus movie, Bloodsport. Not bad. Not bad. So there you go. That's when was that article written? Let's see here. Donald Trump's 5 favorite movies, one not so guilty pleasure. So there you go. Citizen Kane, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, Goodfellas, The Godfather, and Gone with the Wind. There you go. All right, I like it. So here's what I would like to do over on Criticlist. Let me show you this. IMDb. So I personally, over on IMDb, I actually don't think that their top 250, at least the top, several movies, are bad. So these are the top rated movies of all time on Internet Movie Database. I don't have a big problem with this list. There's nothing that jumps out to me as like a huge problem. So Shawshank Redemption has the most reviews of any movie in history. And then The Godfather, then The Dark Knight, The Godfather Part 2, 12 Angry Men, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King is number 6. I personally think Return of the King should be number 1, but it's fine. Whatever. Schindler's List, Pulp Fiction, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly, Forrest Gump, The Two Towers, Fight Club, Inception, Empire Strikes Back, The Matrix, Goodfellas, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Interstellar, and Seven. I don't have a problem with any of these top 20 movies. None. I don't think that there's no movie in that top 20 that I just say does not belong. That's a good list of movies. Now, are there movies that I think probably should deserve to be in there? Like The Silence of the Lambs should probably be up there. You know what I mean? Terminator 2, I think Terminator 2 should be right up there. But I would like to see us get more numbers over there over on Criticlist. And we got to work it out where we can get our top 250 list where it's easily accessible. The Dark Knight, nope. What? Bro, get out of here. The Dark Knight. And here's what's interesting. If you look, so how do you sort? Can you sort by ranking number of ratings? Look at the number of ratings. So the movie that's been rated more than any movie in history is The Shawshank Redemption. And then The Dark Knight is second. They've both been reviewed 3 million times. Inception at 2.7 has been ranked third. That's the third most votes in history. Fight Club, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, Interstellar, The Matrix, The Godfather, the 2 Lord of the Rings movies, The Dark Knight Rises, Seven, another Lord of the Rings movie. So it's interesting to see what's the most reviewed movies in history. And Nolan has how many in the top 3? 1, 2, the top 3, 4, 5. Nolan has like 3 in the top 7. Fucking awesome. So there you go. But anyway, go over to Criticalist. Help us make the same thing happen over on Criticalist that is happening on IMDb right now. And there we go. Jeremy made the list. But yeah, man, good stuff indeed. I appreciate all of you. Mitchell Field says, song still better than The Last Jedi. I got that one earlier. Taker says, hey, Jeremy, can you take the clip of Pooh tripping and replace Jay's no with Vader's no in Revenge of the Sith and vice versa? Hailstorm. Make that happen. Make that happen. Jeremy, you're coping for Nolan. How am I coping? Nolan's the most popular filmmaker on the planet. I ain't coping for nothing. He's the man. Look at that. He's got 3 of the top, 3 of 7 in the most reviewed movies in history. People love Nolan. Taker got that one. Eric Case is The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Story of Jeremy's life. Surrounds himself with good people, and he is bad and ugly. Harley Dave says, Jeremy, before you go, play the FAFO video. If you need to remember that we've been subscribed since 199, which is at least 2 centuries after the world found out you were in fact very gay. We're Super Troopers. Oh my God, I love Super Troopers. I love Super Troopers. Somebody's got to send me this video. Harley Dave, send it to me. 3 says, hey, Jer, with no U.S. aid funds, the newly unemployed protesters are really sad. No rent riots, no paid agitator, no slick professional signs, and they've resorted to folk songs. Bye, hippies. Let's get this ship straight. I agree completely. Where are we at? I don't know if we've got our system in place over on Criticalist where we can just search out like the highest rated movies of all time or anything like that. Let's see if I go to Discover. There is a Geeks and Gamers group over there, by the way, that you can find. Feed. Let's see here. Here's the Geeks and Gamers discussion group right here over on Criticalist. We got 700 members over there. That's what's up. Cobra Kai never dies. Let's go. Cobra Kai's the best, man. Fucking love that show so much. I can't wait to watch it again. Let me see if Harley Dave sent me this video that you guys are wanting me to check out, because I don't even know what the hell it is. Can somebody send this to me? Oh, here we go. So for some reason, Twitter sucks. So I only have one message from Harley Dave in my inbox right now. Uh-oh, hang on. Here we go. President Trump announces U.S. forces conducted a precision airstrike and took out an Al-Qaeda leader in Syria this weekend. Get him gone, baby. Get him gone. Let's freaking go. Get him gone. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm looking at my inbox from Harley Dave, and I literally only see one message. And you says, bro, I literally sent you these as they were going viral. And that's the only message I have on Twitter right now. I don't know if Twitter's not working good or what. I'll refresh, see if that works. There we go. There we go. Okay. Is this it? All right. Here we go.
You father! You left laughed, you mocked, you shut us down. Call us names, try to run us out.
Let's go.
You pushed too hard, took too much. Now you're the ones who've lost their touch. You rigged the game, you changed the rules.
I can't see out of these.
The world played us for fools. But tides have turned, the storm is near. Cry all you want, we're still here. Faithful, fuck around.
I'm not going to get hit for this, am I? I'm hoping I'm not going to get hit for this, by the way. I need confirmation if I'm going to get hit for this.
And find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent won't stay quiet. No, we're taking back what you burned to the ground.
Yeah, I know it's AI, but hell, I don't know what the people can claim all type of shit, dude. YouTube's copyright system is fucked.
Censorship, lockdowns, all your control. Built your throne on a house of gold. Now you panic, now you cry. Tears don't work, truth don't lie. The games are done, the mask fell off. No more lies, we've had enough. You played with fire, now taste the flame. This time, we're naming names. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out.
AI is crazy, man.
The silent won't stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. You called us threats, you called us extreme, but we remember everything. From 24 and beyond, take your bets, cause guess what? We ain't done yet. Faithful, fuck around and find out. Your kingdom's crumbled, your luck ran out. Faithful, no more games, no more doubts. You lit the fire, now it's burning you down.
Now, there we go right there. So you guys are saying like it's fake or it's AI, but that's Donald Trump. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, this AI. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I just feel like a young man. I'm so young. I can't believe it. I'm the youngest person. I am a young, vibrant man. I look at Joe. I don't know about him. I don't know. Macho man,
yeah. Oh, man. This affected scientist says top 20 without a single Hitchcock film. IMDb equals poop. That's why you got to go over to Criticalist, man. You got to go over to Criticalist. BFSD 150 says Terminator 2 is 28. That's bull. T2 should be top 5. T2 actually inspired the director of Lord of the Rings movies. Did you know that? I mean, I'm not surprised by that. I personally, like, if you want to tell me, like, personally, damn, I don't know, man. The Dark Knight versus Terminator 2, like, if you tell me you like Terminator 2 more than Dark Knight, I'm not going to fight you on it because I fucking think that Terminator 2 is one of the greatest movies ever made. I love Terminator 2. I think it's arguably the greatest action movie ever made. And even going back, like, I remember when Terminator 2 came out. Terminator 2 was fucking insane, dude. God, it's so good. It's iconic. So I don't disagree. Like, Terminator 2, I don't have a problem with anything that's in the top 20, but there are movies that I think that are not in the top 20 that should be in the top 20 for sure. But there's nothing in that top 20 where I'm just like, this is crazy. But T2 should be top 5, top 10 for sure. Let's see. T2 is peak American cinema. Absolutely. Absolutely. But Mod Eric says Dems are going to be pissed. People, let's see, getting the people they pay. All right, we're going to end it there, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for another great CobraCast. I do appreciate it. We obviously got Tuesday night's main event tomorrow, and but I'll probably try to cover the Hannity and the Elon interview tomorrow night. So just stay on the lookout for that. So going to be a good, fun day indeed. I appreciate all the super chats, all the gifted memberships. And I just appreciate the fact that, 3,500, 4,000 people just hung out with me while we talked about all the stuff that's going on throughout the day. So I don't know what I did to deserve the support, but I greatly appreciate it. And I thank you guys for spending your time here. I genuinely do appreciate that. But we're going to end it there. Have a good evening. We'll talk to all of you later.
God, not by the church as my power.